right, got a lifestyle dark. Honey, when I write, get a tight flow spark. When a psycho chart, playing dice, go start. Who are you? Better know yourself. Know your soul, gotta know your wealth. Slow your roll, get a hold, don't melt. And don't you fall when I feel like hell. Well, who am I and me? I'm not the one you wanna fuck with. Late nights messing up my sleep, so I'm flustered. Taking out aggression with my pen because I trust it. Fighting, trying to get myself a lamb color cuss for the game. Leave him hanging by his chain. Click bang, feeling rage, feeling fire in my brain, feel insane. And it's gonna feel the flame. 45 to my brain, praying Lord, please help. No glory.
Remember, I used to be that kid that every day would get rejected. That got my story, the glory was painted on a song. I'm mortified but feel immortal. It's pen to this paper, always open up different portals. It's I and me, it's me and I'm by myself. I'm down a ride, I'm taking on the tide. Size of tsunamis touching the sky. I got a quick scan, it's time to move. Leaving everything else behind, I got something to prove. I'm just riding away, no I ain't running away. I got memories set, oh I'm just finding my place where I belong to. Feeling glory in my soul. Hey, I'm riding away, I'm finding my place. Yeah, I gotta escape, yeah, that's what I gotta do. See you on the other side, see you on the other side, see you on the other side. Yeah, no.
No glory. true champion. I'm a true champion.
All right, everybody, we're getting here ready for the top 8. We've got Alec, Lenny, Taylor, and John. This is 1st, 2nd, and 7th, and 8th. The other players, 3, 4, 5, and 6, are at table 2 off camera. First up, we're going to talk about some main characters here. So we're going to give you guys a rundown before these players start going. The first one we're going to... Lenny's is playing in your top right, and he's got Roy Harper and Oliver Queen. We're going to get you guys some screens on here and let you guys see what this is about. This combo's been around quite a while, and he's played it several times today, and it got him here, so he's looking to continue this reign. Next one we're going to look at is going to be Alec. Alec is currently #1 DCD. The last one we're going to talk about is Taylor. He is piloting one of the decks of the day. This is the dark side.
All right, as we get them ready to start off, I want to ask you, Green, what are some of the key cards that each one of these teams are looking for?
So the one we just talked about, the dark side team, they just want any of the cycle of cards from the crossover set that destroys the entire lineup. It gains them so many weaknesses whenever they do that. I mean, it's almost unstoppable at that point. John on Shazam and Big Barda, he's just looking to hit every expensive card he can. And he's been hitting quite well with it today, and he says he makes the best of it. Even if he just gets a 3 or 4 cost, he'll still make use of it. Lenny is definitely wanting to see superpowers in this starting lineup. I believe that would be his preference. Anything that costs more than 6 in the opening lineup is great. He's third player, so he won't get a chance at that lineup for a little bit. And then Alec, of course, with Harley and Red Lantern Supergirl, he's looking for any cycling abilities. Draw a card, discard a card is great for him because it's going to trigger his Harley Quinn again. So we're going to get these players underway. Both matches are going to start at the same time, and we're going to start the clock on them right now. So these guys have 1 hour on the clock, and they are underway. So I believe it's going to be Taylor on the play here, and then they're going to go clockwise around the screen. I expect he's going to start flashing out cards again ASAP. There is a girl power out in the lineup right now, which Lenny will happily pitch under his main characters if he gets a chance to. And we're going to see, oh, there's another excellent card for him to get as well. That's going to be Energy Absorption, I believe, is the name of that card. That's just a great card, lets him destroy. So I do believe Taylor was able to pick that up. And I think it's moving on to Alec's turn now. Lenny immediately there grabbing that girl power like we mentioned. He just wants to tuck any superpower, and he'll gladly take a girl power as that one. It's basically a kick with a built-in defense ability, and he'll happily pick up that. I mean, it's not exactly what he's looking for, but it's better than nothing for sure. John's sitting on 5 power. He can't quite get the Grundy, although he wishes. And that John Constantine is looking pretty good. It's a quite a good card I like. Yep. So these guys are playing. They're on the clock. This is a timed match. And we're going to see... I'll call it 50. Okay, so as we mentioned there, Lenny that turn did pick up that superpower, and John Huff coming out here with Power Girl. That was a nice pickup last turn, and certainly what he's wanting to see. We're going to ask him to show that a little bit to the left, and we'll be able to see some of his Shazam targets there. We can't quite get it, but we'll get that adjusted and let him know exactly where that camera's looking at. Perfect. Oh, he got a Kyle Rayner. Are you kidding me? So he Shazammed a 5 and then a 7. So he is definitely off to the start he wants to be on. And we got him squared away. That view was much better. And it does look like Taylor's making use of that energy absorption. You saw him destroy a card there, get some weaknesses, flash out some cards, and he is already trying to do his thing. There's a White Lantern power battery and a yellow power ring in the lineup. Those two cards synergize pretty well. I don't know how long they're going to sit out there, but I'm sure somebody's going to want to pick those up before long. We'll try to get you guys an update on what the players at the other table are playing. So we'll get you that here in the next few minutes to let you guys know. We wanted to make sure to get the action going, but I will update you guys here in just a minute on the other table. There's now a power armor in the lineup that it's just power right now. There's a power battery, a power ring, a power armor, and all we need now is girl power, I guess. Yes, Huff does need to be nerfed. This lineup is just too expensive for these players. Whoever gets that power battery might just win the game because they can just start gaining cards with it. I don't know. Alex is going to say, give me that Grundy. Immediately put it on top of his deck with the ability of Grundy. Excellent use of that card. He's certainly happy to pick that up. Lenny's unfortunately doesn't have any superpowers to target, so his main character is just really blank there and do absolutely nothing, which is not where he wants to be. That's the Kyle Rayner that he Shazammed last turn. Oh, and he had 7 power and he picked up the power battery, recognizing immediately how good that card's going to be for him this game. The power battery is so good, it just lets him gain rings and put them straight into his hand, and then any other card he can basically Shazam it and put it on top of his deck. So Taylor going for the cheap cards here as expected, and sitting on not very much power, but just slowly getting his engine going here, which is kind of all he ever wants to do anyway. Remember, the dark side player starts with 5 cards in hand, and then they usually blow up a card in their discard pile, so they kind of start with 2 free power plus a 5-card hand. Is generally how they start to get an advantage. Yep, Kyle Rayner has the battery, and all we can hope for is not any more rings to come out ever. We do got you guys an update on the other table. That is, Seth is in 3rd place, Cody in 4th, Justin Nolner in 5th, and Tim in 6th. So Seth is on Harley Quinn, Red Lantern, Supergirl, the same as we see here. Cody is piloting the same as we saw him play earlier today. He's on Bane, Chameleon Boy, Bizarro. Justin Nolner is on an interesting take of Black Manta, Double Kid Flash, Green Arrow. So a little bit of spin on that. He's playing both Kid Flashes at the other table. And the last player is on straight up Golden Glider, which did well for him and got him into the top 8.
Justin Nolner's played that at locals quite a bit. It's a good combo.
Yep, they said, Rick's here with me. He said Justin likes to bring that out. So maybe he's been saving it for us today. Yep, 7 power comes a little turn too late there, unfortunately. That might have been a Nightmare Nurse Lenny just grabbed. I didn't quite see it, but I wonder if Huff's interested in picking up that Killer Moth. Even though it doesn't work with his Barda, it is a direct attack to give people weaknesses, and I love it. He's going to Shazam. He got a Dr. Fate, which costs 6. This is how you win with Shazam. Just keep Shazamming out all the good cards. And oh yeah, perfect. So he picked he Shazammed a Dr. Fate, which is great. That's one of the new ones out of Confrontation. It again lets you do the same Shazam ability and put stuff on top, so But he really just likes it because it'll trigger Barda. Clearly, he doesn't miss on his Shazams.
He's the luckiest Shazam player I've ever seen.
They don't call him John Shazam Huff for nothing. Everybody else is just trying to hold pace with him at this point. Yep, what a god. Oh, there he goes. Taylor down here still destroying cards, Shazamming out cards, or not Shazamming, but Kid flashing out cards. Thanks for that, Chewbacca. We'll try to watch that and see if the camera stays in focus. I think somebody just bumped the table there.
Actually, it went out of focus when John showed us Shazam.
Ah, John showed Shazam. That might be what's doing it. Okay. Good call, good call. It's probably only a matter of time before we see a big bar to go off here. Yep, we got Golden Glider on the other side. Dr. Fate plus White Lantern Power Battery. Get that Power Armor on top. Perfect combo every day. I'm sure John's due to draw that Power Battery anytime. Alec trying to take the superpower away from Lenny, possibly. And I believe he did that with a grapple gun that he just discarded to defend that attack from Mystic Control. I believe is what happens. Yeah, the battery's already going to Shazam it on top for him. That's just the ability of the battery. And it looks like they made him mill his 5 cost, so he's a bit upset about that. But Taylor just doing what he's doing here. Not enough players are destroying cards for Alec to be happy yet. He's really getting only 1 trigger a turn, I think, off of Taylor. Nobody else has been able to get any destroy cards, and there just really haven't been any this game. There's nothing but 5+. Oh, and look at that. Alex snatches the power armor, I bet, just before Huff was able to get it with his power battery. Although it looks like he just has a hand of starters for John Huff, so we occasionally get a peek at his hand. Lenny more than happy to grab that superpower that flipped out, and it was a destroy card, so he's happy about that. We'll see if Lenny can get anything going here for get him some speed going. He would really love to see an expensive superpower come out, but that's kind of the risk you go with this combo. He's getting some attacks going with the yellow lantern ring. Harley player more than happy to discard to that, I'm sure, for Alec up there in the top right.
So we're going to see if the players can hold their hands a little bit more visible as well. Give the viewers at home a little sneak peek.
Looks like Lenny had a pretty good turn shooting off 8 power there. Yep, we are hating power rings at this point. Look at those cards. World's Greatest Detective and Teleportation. Like, what is this game? Is there a single card that costs less than 5? Teleportation being one of my favorites. Gain the top card of the main deck. Put it straight into your hand. You can never really go wrong with that. Looks like John's sitting on 5 power right now with his Dr. Fate double punch. That's pretty much shy of every good card in the lineup you would ever want. Can't get the World's Greatest Detective with it. Can't get the teleportation, so he just Shazams and hits. Who knows what that was? Somebody in the audience tell us. Oh, that's an anti-monitor. Let's see. That was an anti-life equation. He Shazammed another 5-cost card, ladies and gentlemen. It gives power for villains and heroes in the destroyed pile. And Taylor is going to feed the destroyed pile. This card could be huge later. Confirmed God. We have it seen here. Remember, first and second from this will go on to the finals. So it doesn't matter what points you had coming into this. The top 8 is basically a single elimination. And first and second will be going ahead. Looks like Taylor's in the middle of some dark side shenanigans we will see. He doesn't seem as apt as Lenny was last round to Kid Flash every chance he gets, though. So here comes a Parasite attack from Alec. Great card, one of my favorites. Everybody basically discards a card that costs 3 or greater, which is basically one of the 5 cards in John Huff's hand. I'm sure they're all massive. And if they do, they can pick up a punch. And then he immediately defeated the Supervillain. So Alec off to a hot start. And here comes the China White. Each player reveals the top card of the main deck and puts it under their superhero. If it's not a hero, discard a random card. That's actually going to be great for Oliver Queen Roy Harper. They can get that card back, which is an interesting enough interaction. There goes a Jason Blood. This deck is just hot today with nothing but 7 costers.
That's what we saw earlier in the day. Harley Quinn, Red Lantern, Supergirl just needs to go as fast as possible.
Yep. You got to remember, Kid Flash right before them is playing the long game, as is Shazam Big Barda. Shazam Big Barda will almost never defeat a supervillain. They just want to drag the game as long as possible and just Big Barda for 40 power a turn and just gain cards off the main deck. It's just... So really between Lenny and Alec, they are going to be the ones to end this game. If it goes to time, the longer it goes, the more it's going to benefit the other two. So Alex certainly recognizing that, trying to defeat the supervillains as fast as possible. You did see this turn, Lenny did grab that other card that he just tucked under there with that China White attack. So it was a beneficial first appearance attack for him. Here comes the anti-life equation. I don't know how big that destroyed pile is yet, but potentially it could get quite massive depending on what Taylor's destroying with his dark side activations. Does not look like John hit a Big Barda turn, so he is going to get the teleportation. Excellent card. Just another way to trigger Barda and get a whole bunch of cards in his hand. Taylor instantly starts off his turn with a detonator, probably destroy a vulnerability. He's going to trigger. Alec immediately points out his Red Lantern Supergirl to cycle. Draw a card, discard a card, and then draw another card. Taylor reaching for that weakness. Gonna, oh, look at that. Another 7-cost card.
Destroy pile.
Okay. That's the destroyed pile on your right there where you see that stack of vulnerabilities with a kick on the other stack. That's the destroyed pile. It looks like there is one villain in it right now at least for that anti-life equation that John Huff has. Looks like Taylor's still going through his turn. You do see players shuffling and cutting each other's decks. This is a championship level event with quite a bit on the line here. So we do enforce cutting and shuffling of opponents' decks anytime they would need to do so. Taylor's still using this energy absorption to great effect. He picked that up on, I believe, the first turn of the game and just hasn't slowed down with it yet. Shazam reps have all been 5+. If you're a god, that's what you do. Looks like Taylor's getting a sneak peek at a few cards here from the other players. I believe that's his Mystic Control he's doing that with. It lets him look at the top card of all his opponent's decks, but it's not a reveal. So it's very interesting. It's just a look. So even the player whose deck it is doesn't know. And he Shazammed another super strength into the lineup. I think this main deck is nothing but 7-cost cards. And yes, Alec did buy the first Supervillain. And Taylor immediately Kid Flashed that super strength out and then bought it himself. So very interesting line of play there. Alec showing a whole hand of starters plus a Grundy. No ongoings to use with that silent armor, but it is just straight draw card. Maybe not my favorite, but the lineup's pretty stale for Alex, so he may not feel he has a lot of good choices here. Maybe the Bane stands out, but even that's not the greatest. Yeah, so Alec did pick up that Silent Armor. Unfortunately, it's a 1 VP 6 cost, which really makes me hate it, but it always at least cycles itself. If he can somehow pick up some ongoings and maybe use them to gain cards, but I'm not sure if that's his plan or not. We haven't really seen any good ongoings, and it looks like Lenny just has tucked that Reconstruction under his main cards with Roy Harper's ability. Excellent that he immediately pulled that Reconstruction, not just because it's a superpower, but because it's the card that Darkseid really wants to see. We mentioned in the early game, they just want to see those crossover 4 cards that destroy the whole lineup and give them plenty of weaknesses to fuel their draw engine with Bizarro. John not having any big Barda turns yet, but he's still just kind of doing what he does, looking for expensive cards. He grabbed himself a Magician's Corset for his troubles, and he might just be trying to draw more cards to help hit those other 5 cost plus cards to trigger his Barda. I have no doubt he'll be choosing himself every time. And yes, we do love the big dice, just so you viewers at home can hopefully track what's going on. And he's dark-siding away his detonator. That is a bold move. I like to keep my detonator around, but anyway, if that's how he wants to play it, he's been here. He's in the top 8, and I'm just announcing, so what do I know? Clayface after Shazam. Could have been worse, yep. There is a sniper rifle in the lineup, and Taylor or Alec would probably be happy to pick that up and point those sniper rifle shots at John Huff there. Lenny's just secretly, yep, Corset is probably insane in John's deck. Yeah, I mean, it costs more than 5 and it draws him a card, so it just draws him to cost more than 5. It's just a great card. Same reason that John would have loved a Silent Armor too. Mystic Control again revealing a bunch of cards, so that's what you saw there with a bunch of cards flipping and back and forth across. Taylor actually did quite a bit this turn. I think that's a Catwoman he played just barely off screen. He is using some of his power here and going to keep the chain going. There's a Shazam. Don't let Shazam get that, good lord, but he is still going down the chain here. And that's a Jinx, which potentially, yep, there's the Shazam, of course. Jinx is an attack that gets rid of ongoings. Not the greatest, but again, it's just a more than 5 cost that draws a card. So it's just another card John Huff wouldn't mind having. Anytime you can cycle your whole deck every turn and double your power, it's only so bad. Potentially, if the next Supervillain comes out and destroys John Huff's deck, he might lose this game. Otherwise, these players might be hoping for some help soon. Remember, probably John and Taylor are not ever going to be defeating any supervillains, so it's really up to Alec and Lenny to do something to slow those players down by basically defeating supervillains and hoping for the best. Alec with a Parasite's not a bad way to go. Hopefully Alec can pick up this Shazam here, because if not, Lenny's just going to immediately tuck it on his turn. It does look like Alec's got quite a bit of power built up. We can only hope that he's got enough to get the Shazam, and yep, he immediately snakes that away from the Roy Harper player. Looks like those players were shuffling up a deck there. Alec did get that Shazam, so Lenny won't be able to tuck it under, but he is going to discard, and he's going to gain one of these randomly. That's why you keep seeing these dice come out. I'm sure he's just doing maybe odd, even, or 1, 2, 3, etc. I believe that's the bottom card of the main deck over there. I'm not really sure what that is. We can.
Correct.
It looks like he named and missed. And potentially Lenny has a few good options. He's going to trash the whole lineup, destroy everything except for superpowers. That's really the best one for Lenny because it gives him the most chance of hitting more superpowers. Oh, no. Oh, he immediately... What did he just do? I think, hold on, let me see.
Wasn't that another Shazam?
He just used Roy Harper to take the other Shazam that came out. It's so funny. Alec bought one, and then the next one immediately flipped. Just very fortunate for him. And he might get that Grundy and put it on top. Yep, excellent turn for him. I mean, you can't ask for better than to reconstruction straight into a Shazam.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for John to see both of those Shazams to come out and him not have a chance to get them.
John's had more than enough fair share of luck this game, so I'm sure he's sad, but he can't be too upset. Anti-life equation, we can see it's worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Goodness gracious.
6. I believe the anti-equation, I believe there's 6 destroyed, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 power I think he has. And Taylor's just going to keep feeding that anti-life equation. I bet that card is going to be worth 20 power by the end of this game if it goes the way it is. He just gains so much power from that card, and it just, the dark side player feels it so much, he just keeps destroying heroes and villains. That's so much power from one card. Down to 9 power. Hey, we might see him double Shazam here. He finally missed. He got a Batarang, which only costs 2. There is justice in this game. At last, you got it right, Ninja friend. There is justice in DCDB. Probably going to reach for the top card again. I can't see him really wanting to get any more of those. Look at that justice. Katana. 1 power and pass. He put both of those on top, so at least... Oh, and look, and there comes Big Barda herself out just to laugh at him. The justice. The god is dead. The DCDB gods have turned their back on John Huff.
2 Shazams and Barda all around him.
Yep. He just missed on 2 Shazams, and then he misses on Big Barda herself. We don't know what's going on in this game, but this is going down. Remember, this is the top 8. These players should be piloting their decks masterfully, and this is how you Shazam and get 2 2-drops in a row. If you're watching at home, take notes. Alec May reaching for that Barda as a... Oh, he's got the grapple gun. Tucking cards on top. 14 power to buy 8 costs worth of cards. What a deal. If you come down here to Rick's store, pay your entry fee, you can do the same thing. You can pay 14 power for 8 cost. It's anybody's game at this point. China White's been sitting out there. Alec May defeated that first supervillain so long ago, and now we just can't get any more power lately, and we're almost halfway through the game. If it stays at this pace, oh wow, look at that. We just saw a dark side player going big with super strengths and China Whites. I don't know what's going on, but that's Jesse Quick. Jesse Quick's going to start destroying cards off the top of people's deck.
So what do you think about that move by Taylor?
I do not like that move, but I am not in the top 8, so what do I know? All I've seen today is dark side players never defeating a single supervillain. So, maybe it's the right play, maybe it's not. I don't know. I haven't seen Taylor much. Maybe he's been doing it all day. I like the way Lenny played it last round to delay the game as much as possible, but maybe even he wants to end the game against the Shazam player.
There you go.
Maybe Taylor is recognizing that Shazam has a better long game than he does, and so trying to speed through the game himself too. Another 9-cost Supervillain does help signify that the stack might be beaten fairly quickly. So that does help for sure. And Taylor is with the defense. Doesn't even want to destroy cards in Bizarro. He super speeds. Alex in a time travel. Discard and draw there for Harley Quinn off the time travel you saw. And that is a just fat hand of punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 punches, plus a time travel for 2, plus a Grundy. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power. I mean, I think Alec is literally 1 short, and you see him point at it. He has exactly enough. I guess he did. So maybe he has a whole huge stack, and Alec just immediately buying that Supervillain. Looks like they flipped up Poison Ivy. This is a crossover 6 Supervillain. One of more people's favorites. Each player does not control a rotated card, gains 2 weaknesses. That's basically every player at the table because rotation is such a bad mechanic. Nobody uses it. So everybody just gains 2. I really love this Supervillain. Its actual ability is great. You can just pass every weakness you have to other players. You can distribute them as however you want, and it's a great way to kind of even the odds with somebody. So if somebody gets that, and especially if Taylor somehow gets it and manages to go off with his Bizarro, he could literally just give somebody like 5 or 6 weaknesses.
Yeah, I think Taylor's happy to see the first appearance attack. But
Taylor's extremely happy to see that. It just straight up gives him 2 weaknesses, which is going to immediately let him draw a card on his turn. That's one of the reasons players flock to this Bizarro deck. It's inherently protected from gaining weaknesses in a way that no other deck is able to. You see Lenny up there at the top with his John Constantine destroying the punch and then drawing a card with that one. You notice Alec immediately trigger his Red Lantern Supergirl. He's going to cycle and draw for that destruction. That's a Tamaran, which is one of the most funny locations in the deck. But it was, I think, one of the only ones we've seen come out, too. It's really great. You just discard the top card of your deck to gain power. It's almost like having a 6-card hand at that point. There's a Wonder of the Night he gets to play for free. It's kind of a double-edged sword because he's letting John Huff know what's on top of the main deck, which is always frustrating. He basically told him immediately that there's a 5 cost on top. And if he doesn't... Lenny really needs to buy a card just so that will get out of the lineup and John Huff can't Shazam it with free knowledge that there's a 5 cost on top. Lenny, depending on how much power he's stacking up, might be considering beating that Supervillain. It does look like he's going to time travel that card for some power there. And probably not quite enough to touch Poison Ivy. She is pretty expensive even for these players. She cost 12 and her full price is 14. So remember the last one was Jesse Quick at 9. Poison Ivy's considerably harder to defeat. It might take these players quite a while to get through it. It looks like John Huff is going to discard that to time travel that Cosmic King. And I believe he's wanting to redraw his hand here. Draw up some fresh cards. Refill his hand. Maybe he got hit with an attack. Or he's just hoping to hit some 5-cost cards off the top of his deck. Karma Prey seems to think that Bizarro giving you protection from weaknesses is worth more than 1 tier point. Make sure and email us your thoughts on that with a 3-page dissertation to make Bizarro a tier 2 at DCDeckbuilding.com. Some players calling for Kid Flash to be tier 5 in the Facebook group, so we can see if we can make that happen too. Oh, and he got a bag of tricks, so he's going to reveal it. The reason he's revealing that is so he can gain the VP from it. Shazam lets you put it immediately on top of your deck, but he wants to gain that VP for it, so it's worth revealing to your opponent. I would probably never hide that information just because VP point is worth too much. Plus 5 Shazam again. I mean, he's barely even at this point, right? He's only got like 12, maybe 13 cards that cost over 5, and those two-point cards really, you know, they really hold him back. Remember, I do believe Alec May has 2 supervillains at this point, and if he gets enough cycling going with his Harley Red Lantern, he might be able to draw into some pretty sick hands. Looks like Taylor's time traveling with a weakness, which is always a fun thing to do. Just a nice way to discard a weakness, get it out of his hand, and then he'll probably destroy something and draw some cards. Destroying the Catwoman to just fuel up that anti-life equation that John has. Kid Flash worth too much at tier 1, so it evens out. I've tried to get both Kid Flashes to be tier 1 together, so every player has different thoughts on that. Alright, here we go on a point system. We're up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe that's a Stargirl. 9, 10, 12. He can almost touch Poison Ivy. Not quite. Picked up a location. Let's see if he Kid Flashes out a card or not. Not able to buy the Poison Ivy. He might even be frustrated about that. Down to 8 power, I believe. I believe that's his Clayface he just drew. So he probably Clayface something fairly good there. He needs to gain his VP with that one if he's going to. Yep, it looks like he got players reaching for the VP token. Remember, you got to point out that trigger, otherwise you will miss it. Now he's back on the farming plan, so these plays are very interesting. You might as well, he even picked up the Silky, which is a great card for him in general. Globe was also an excellent card for Bizarro. Yeah, he snatches it immediately. Just a great draw card in general, and every time he plays it, he basically gets a free draw. Reveal the top 3, gain the lowest cost, and destroy the other 2. Destroying 2 cards will trigger Bizarro twice and Kid Flash twice. So every time he plays Globe, he basically puts the lowest cost of the top 3 into his hand, and then he also draws a card, and Kid Flashes out a bunch more. There are worse things to do if you're a Bizarro player than to gain one of the cards in the main deck and draw a card. Nobody wants to buy that time travel card out there in the lineup. They just prefer to let the Harley Quinn player do their thing. Unfortunately, we're back to the 2 costs on top of the deck for Alec, who just hit a 2-face. Although every other card on the main deck has been 10 cost or more generally. Not exactly what Alec wanted to see off that Shazam there. But it does look like he named even and drew him a punch for his trouble. And he's got the power armor to double him up to 6. Unfortunately, not many people are attacking, so I don't think he's used that power armor a single time except maybe on some supervillain attacks. He's reaching for the 20-sided dice, so maybe he's going for Poison Ivy. We'll see what Alex got. He might still have a handful of cards if he was able to Red Lantern Supergirl. Lindy's got the defense of Jaime Reyes. Nice little defense card that can net you a little bit of power on your next turn. Alex sitting at 8 power, 9-10 off the Cape and Cowl. He still needs quite a bit more to get to the 14 on Poison Ivy. He's got 2 more there. Gonna draw for Harley, and let's see if he can get it. That's a Jesse Quick. That's not the worst card you can draw. That's just going to give him 3 power and look at some cards from other players' decks. I bet we see him buy Poison Ivy here. If he, I think he should have enough power. We'll see. Oh, he's still going. He's also got Slade, and he's got a Silent Armor. And he discarded Slade to gain the top card of the main deck, which he already knew was there. This guy's going off. There's no way he doesn't just snatch up Poison Ivy immediately.
All right, we're losing green for a second here on a judge call. All right, so Alec did indeed take the Supervillain, and we got Bart Allen showing up. His first appearance attack. Each player reveals their hand and gains a weakness for each different card with VP value 1 or greater revealed this way.
Perfect for the Bizarre player.
Lenny up to 5 so far this turn. I can't help but feel that Lenny's kind of been a non-factor in this game. Pulling out a good turn this time.
Very.
All right, so we did flip that last Supervillain. Alec bought the fourth one there, and this is Bart Allen. One of my favorite Supervillains. Unfortunately, nobody will be able to play it. Its ability is so good. It looks like Lenny's just straight farming at this point. He might expect Alec to try to win the game. And I can't imagine. It's hard to know between John and Alec who is ahead here. It might be John just because he's gotten so many crazy cards. And it's hard to see. Yeah, everybody wasted their defenses on that Parasite. Here goes John Huff. He might be trying something with his bag of tricks here. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve. He's played the bag and he played the Magician Corset. I don't believe he has, but maybe 1 or 2 VP. He might have already cashed it in. So the bag might just sit there, but at least it does count for Barda. And he does have Cassie. So he has enough to get his big Barda going. He's going to teleport, gain a card off the main deck. It's a Mira. Hard to tell if his discard pile is empty or not to know how much that is.
Up to 28 now.
We're sitting at a lot of power. This might be unfortunate for the other players. He did use his big Barda this turn, and he's just Shazamming cards left and right. And he Shazammed a whole bunch of cards and bought the final Supervillain, which will end the game. And I'm sure he's still well ahead at this point. We'll try to get you guys an update on Table 2 here in a little bit, and we're going to go count these guys out. So don't go too far. We will be back with the finals soon. And shout out in the Twitch or Discord who you think won this game, and we'll get you guys a count here before long. We'll be back. Don't go too far.
Sweet
Drop it like that. Drop it like that. Drop it like that.
Okay.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Pull my heart out of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart, tear me apart, watch it burn. Tear me apart, tear me apart, watch it burn. All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it. Come and get it.
He's actually been playing it a couple times these last couple rounds, and he's been doing pretty good with it. The good cards and beating the villains as fast as possible. Let's see, and then we have Alec. He's looking like he's going to be playing Alan Scott and Beast Boy. I almost feel like he's doing this a tribute for Mark, if you guys know who Mark is. So basically what this does is Alan Scott and Beast Boy. So every time Beast Boy's... What do you...
I don't have Alan Scott.
What?
ALA.
Yeah, we don't have it.
We should. All right. Well, Alan Scott, basically what it does is every time that you play a different superpower, you can look at the top card, and if it's a zero-cost card, you can add it to your hand. And then when doing so, it will activate Beast Boy. And every time Beast Boy has a superpower played, you can discard a card and then draw a card. So basically what it does is just, empty out your old dead zero-cost cards and vulnerabilities and punches to get into your more kicks or get into more of your other different superpowers if possible, and try to beat out the villain as fast as possible too. Like I said, almost all these combos here pretty much want to go and try to beat the supervillain. I would not say much with Darkseid, Bizarro, and Kid Flash. It's more about the farming, if you know what I mean. Buy as much low cost as possible, bring it out, fill the lineup out. I mean, I've seen him doing some crazy things today. We had almost a 20 lineup in one of the games. It wasn't on the stream, but it was pretty strong.
Now, real quickly,
Yes.
What are the 2 or 3 most key cards that each one of these guys are looking for?
Well, like I said, with Beast Boy, they want different superpowers in the lineup as much as possible. Like I said, and with Red Lantern, Supergirl, and Harley Quinn, they want cards that maybe can pretty much discard from their hand if possible. Like I said, Red Lantern and Supergirl is just a counteraction to anything that destroys, so they can able to say they had a vulnerability in their hand or a punch, maybe they can discard those to get into their stronger cards to play in faster and beat out the villain before Darkseid or any of the other characters that are being played with this won't be able to get there before they can. Like I said, Golden Glider, it's just pretty much wants to play other people's cards if possible. So if they can see some teamwork cards are going to help it go a little bit faster. I mean, X-Ray is a good card. It's not a teamwork technicality card, but it is a card that plays everybody in the top gets to choose that card and play it, and then get to draw a card to add more to it and do some more stuff to beat the villain.
These guys are about to get underway. We'll get them to flip their supervillains so they can see what they're up against.
Oh yeah, definitely. So you guys got any questions for me right now? Well, we got a few minutes. Go on and ask if you like. I know you understand it. Like I said, this is John Huff, Mr. Shazam himself. Like I said, I know I lost out by 1 point. Hey, it happens, I ain't gonna lie. I had a great game today. So, guys, who do you think's gonna win this? Do we look like it's gonna be either Tim, Cody, Alec, or Lenny? Let's see some comments on that, guys. I want to see some stuff. Let's see some progress. I want to know who's in there and interacting with us.
Tim loves this time travel card in the lineup. Golden Glider just wants any time travel card because they
definitely
don't own it. Tim's automatically going to be by far the best player drawing off of this.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's going to be really good for him. I mean, like I said, once again, he gets to just get 2 power. Gets to take the lineup and just replace it, basically, and, draw an extra card. I mean, that's just getting more power there. Mark's going to win.
Poor Alec in the overlay. His name is misspelled. It's actually M-A-R-C on the Beast Boy Alan Scott. Just it's pronounced Alec, so that's the phonetic.
No, I think they just tagged out. They wanted to do a whole tag team thing. One got tired and the other one replaces, and we just act like we didn't notice or something.
Well, yeah, because we can't see the players here, so it could actually just be Mark.
Yeah, man, we're just
playing
seeing
in for
hands.
him.
That's all I'm seeing is hands. Hands just don't help much,
What are these players doing? Is everybody just time traveling?
I feel like they just don't want to see good cards. They want to see the good cards. They just want to see the big
They're all
cards
just
come
trying.
out.
Well, they just want to. They want the main deck to run out for the first time ever on stream. We're gonna do it.
It can happen. I mean, it did over there when we were in Texas when you guys were doing the donation thing.
That's what we were trying to do.
Oh my gosh, you had like 40, 50 cards out there. It was ridiculous. I wonder how that happened.
Yep.
It was ridiculous. All right, looks like we got a. There we go. We look like we got a Plastic Man on the board. We got a James Gordon. We got a Laughing Gas and a Cold Gun right now. Looks like somebody was. Oh,
I need that Laughing Gas out there.
Oh yeah, that's. We surely don't want. I don't know. I don't think somebody don't want to buy that right now to just give out abilities.
Anybody wants to buy it, just nobody has enough power. Look, Cody has exactly 5, and he's so sad. Cody's not upset if anybody else ends up with a Laughing Gas because
no, definitely, because he's just getting that
he's
weakness.
Just getting the weakness
definitely.
that he wants.
He's like, give me that weakness. Oh yeah, let me get this other weakness, and I'm just gonna draw an extra card and see what I can do about getting this out of the way.
Yep.
It's definitely crazy.
Lenny gonna blow up the lineup.
Yep, putting it back.
It's just a party for everybody. Lenny will be able to draw off his Harley Quinn trigger for this.
Yep, definitely.
It's sometimes hard to remember if you get doing too many different things. So,
yeah, you get a little confusing trying to figure out what you're going for.
He didn't miss a beat, though. He pointed at Harley immediately there. Looks like he's got maybe 4 punches under that hand.
Looks like 4 in a Vome with the 2 power he's got, too. So he looks like he may have 6 in him, right?
Look at all these heroes. How come nobody played Martian Manhunter this game?
That's a Solstice and a Zaz out there right now.
Mark immediately time traveling the time sphere.
I feel like the deck's going to become the back of the deck very soon here, Robert. We're going to have to.
Well, eventually we'll know the order of the whole main deck.
Ain't that the truth? That is just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're upside down.
We're upside down and inside out.
I think somebody, when they shuffled it, that happened.
No, it's just the way Alec brings cards out.
Well, shame on him. He shouldn't.
He thinks this is crossover 6, and that he's supposed to rotate cards in the lineup. What he just did, he just counter rotated. That's technically illegal. We'll have the judge talk to him about that.
I know, right?
So if you know anything about Alec, he loves crossover 6. Bird of Prey is his favorite set, and he wants to make Batcat a thing. So he wanted us to give a shout out to Pancake.
There you go, Purple. If you're here, say hi.
We did talk about you, and players were wondering if you were going to be involved in the finals. Looks like we randomed on Cody. I wonder if Cody's like 1-4 or 1-2. You know, he rolled a 1 and he hit Cody. It could be anything. Cody could be 1-6.
Well, Cody, if I'm right, Cody's 2-3 or 1-2, and
1-2,
then Lenny's
maybe
3-4,
Lenny
and
3-4.
Alec is 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Because if I'm right, they rotated the same way besides
Right.
to their left. Yeah.
Yep. Golden Glider loving this. I don't know what these players are doing. They just
showing
leave
a kick. He got a kick off of that, so he's looking like he's
he's going to town on this.
He's got like 6 right now.
He may not even want to. He may not even want to time travel that time sphere. I mean, I can't imagine he would.
7. He looks like he's got 7. He's got another punch in his hand. All right.
I can't imagine. Oh, there he goes.
Nope.
Now
he's going for it now.
Now he's going to draw him a card. And now he's got 9 power.
Yep,
this is
9
probably
power.
Glider buying a Supervillain.
I feel like he could do it if he draws that card. And
he's got a
Vome.
whole bunch of Vomes in his deck, though.
I'm just waiting to see if he's going to draw.
But just buying heat.
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know if he even drew a card for that.
He did not. I think he just missed his. I think he just missed his draw. Like, I would understand why you wouldn't.
Maybe he just saw Heat Vision and said, I'm going to win the game
I just
anyway.
feel bad that at least if it was a Vone, it got it out of the way for the next turn. You know what I mean? That's just.
Well, that's what I'd have done. But
yeah,
still,
definitely. You thin that deck out. Thin the deck out and get the bad stuff out of the way.
We're in the booth. You
yeah,
guys
right?
tell us.
Yeah, definitely. What do you guys think? Do you think he should have drew that extra card just to get it out of the way or not?
I would have in a heartbeat.
Oh, wow.
So that's just me. But we
man,
really
me
need
too.
to know what Mark would have done. What WWMD? What would Mark do? All right, let's see what these players got going on now. I believe it should be. Oh, there goes another time sphere.
Yeah, they did it again. We're getting a new lineup.
I'm gonna go gather him some main deck.
Who should we prepare that?
Yes. It looked like we got a Aquaman's Trident. We've got Sapphire out there. We've got Solomon Grundy. And the superpower I can't... Oh, Giant Growth. That's what it is, if I'm correct. I think I may have said that wrong. If I'm wrong, guys, let me know. Doesn't matter now. Somebody just picked it up. All right, so they
We
bought
got
the
table
Superpower,
judges.
Now
We
they're
got-
doing Supergirl.
So many table judges swapping all over that main deck.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think we're gonna see more of it. Nobody just doesn't want to buy that. They just want to see the lineup go away. That's all.
They
it
just
is.
figure that Golden Glider
I thought
should
this
draw
was
a
all
free
about beating
card.
the supervillains and winning this game. I feel like they just want to sit here and just
All
look at
these
it all
players are never going to defeat a
day. I feel
single
like it's a task. I
supervillain.
feel like it's a task. They just want to put everything in the back and just see how it goes.
They're trying to meme this finals and
Yeah,
destroy
right?
the main deck so
Tell
that
me
the
about it.
game
It's
will end
crazy.
from it.
All right, so we got looks like Lenny going next. Looks like Lenny's fixing to play next. Yep. Cody just drew his hand. We got Metropolis out there. Looks like we got a Metropolis location out right now.
Nice little location. I always
Definitely.
like that one.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, reveal the top, and if it's a what is it, superpower?
Superpower.
Yeah, if it's a superpower, you can draw, and if it's not, you ain't gotta
Oh,
keep it on
goodbye.
top.
Oh, it's so.
my gosh,
we
there it
can't
goes
keep
again.
cards on camera fast enough. These guys just clear the lineup every time.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There's a Mystic Bolts. Now that's a card I can get behind.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's very good. It's a one power, but you get 2 5 costs or less at a different costs or different costs from a discard pile to put in your hand. It's
Oh, look
pretty
at
good.
that. Lenny snatched
Wow,
it
he
up
just took that in
immediately.
a heartbeat. It's gone.
Yep.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh, we got a
That looks
scythe.
like a scythe.
Yeah, definitely a scythe.
Scythe is a
It's a villain that basically says if you don't reveal a starter, you get a weakness.
This is a very strange attack. You can choose not to reveal a starter if you
If you
just
want to, yeah,
randomly,
definitely.
like, say, have Bizarro and want to gain a weakness. So, might not be too many players eager to pick this
I
up
feel like
against
some people
a
don't
dark
realize
side
that
player.
either sometimes because they think that
It's
they
a
have
very
to. Yeah.
unintuitive attack.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't
there's
really
a,
specify if you do or don't. And
there's a
most people think they
very
do.
oh, and look at this.
that.
Alec finally
picked it
taking
up.
that away
He's
from
like,
Tim.
no more of this.
He did it because the main deck is out. The cards right there. That's it. The whole main
Yup.
deck will be out.
Definitely.
Who we got? We got to get
Tim
Lenny.
rolling for the 4.
That's gotta be Lenny.
Yes, it is. It's Lenny. Let's see what he reveals.
Come on. Oh, give us a punch. I'll take it. Surely, it's him shuffling, so he'll draw for this one.
Yep.
We do believe he missed his last trigger on.
I think he did too before he bought the.
Yeah, he was so excited to get a
the
Heat Vision.
lineup.
Who can blame him?
Oh yeah, Heat Vision's great.
Cody doesn't even want to cut.
I feel like
He's
he picked it up
disgusted.
just so Cody couldn't get it because
Yeah.
with Cody he could just destroy a card and get
He loves
a
it.
weakness and just play out so well. All right, so he played.
We're gonna employ the Speed Force. He's got
Speed Force. He's got 4 power going on right now.
Yeah. Suicide Squad's a great card to get some of.
Yes. It's still a game, isn't it?
I don't think
It's
so.
not a game. We're putting a card.
Let me
in.
read it.
It's just what it says. It says.
It's the one that puts a kick in your hand?
Yes.
No, I don't think it's a game. Let me just open it and see.
You may put a kick card. Oh yeah, I guess not.
No.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Alright, well now we got a Bizarro power out here, so the game's about to get real.
Let's just I mean,
Cody might just
yeah.
be going crazy to buy this Bizarro power right now. He's gonna blow up his Venom Injector for
So
a
now he's
ton
got 4
of
power, getting a weakness and drawing a card. And now he's going to get flash. It looks like he pointed at the main deck, so it looks like we're doing. Oh, look at that. I got a Psycho Pirate.
I don't know how much power he's got. He's showing 2 power, but he should have just got a ton of power.
I think he
for
should
blowing
just
up
gotten
a
2
Venom
more now,
Injector.
dude. Yeah, no, he would have had 4. So he did he
might
play
have
any cards
missed it.
before that?
He might have missed it. I don't know.
He got to the one.
Well,
he
he
needed
bought
to
the
get to.
Bizarro
Yeah,
power, so who
definitely.
cares? I think he just didn't turn the dice because he was playing pretty fast there.
Yeah, pretty much.
He played 2 more punches and blew up a Venom Injector, so we think he saw the 6.
Yeah, definitely.
And a dark side player getting a Bizarro power that's pretty much where you want to be.
Yeah, I mean 4 power and getting a weakness, and then just being able to play around it, and then just say destroy different other card, draw a card, and then
You
gain
just
the
give
other weakness and
everybody
add
a
an extra,
weakness.
draw an extra card by putting 2 back into the weakness pile is
Yeah.
pretty strong. I mean that almost would get you to the villain if you draw good enough to do so.
Yeah. Lenny leading off with Vicky Vale trying to
Drawing that card.
see all his options here.
Yep.
I love 1VP cyclers like that for just any deck because if you pick up a Saint Walker or something along the way, it's pure value.
It's a value. It's a 2 points.
It's basically the exact same card as the Kid Flash that's in the lineup right now.
Yeah.
But those cards can quickly chain you into other cards. If Lenny looks like he's going to opt for the Psycho Pirate. This early in the game, nobody's defeated a Supervillain, so Psycho Pirate can still catch a lot of starters.
5 power right now, yeah. Looks like he picked up the Psycho Pirate for the 5.
Yep, he might still be.
Now,
Oh, and
look
he's
at
going to
this.
return it.
He's going to try to hurt
He
some
returned
people.
the Psycho Pirate and the kick. An excellent play there.
Yeah, definitely.
You see him rotate those cards to show he has no power
Yeah,
from it.
yeah, pretty
And there
smart.
we go. People just discarding those starters. Oh, boy.
I mean, still early game. It's pretty strong. I mean,
Oh, boy. That
it
could
affects
hurt.
him pretty badly.
He
yeah,
immediately
definitely.
put it into his hand. That turn was so good for him. And I think he's up to maybe 5
5
power
again.
again.
Yeah, he's at 5 again. Yep, he got 5 power again.
That play was excellent.
Yeah, I think a lot of people hate when they get when an opponent gets Psycho Pirate early game, man. It's just like, oh, I'm
It
just never going to get to
slows
play
you
this
down
game.
so
Oh,
much.
yeah, definitely. You're just seeing all your punches go away, and you're in.
So now he can draw it, and then he can Mystic Bolt it back.
Boy.
And now we got the time travel
we
location,
do.
and
And we
everybody's
got a
going to
Ror-
play this little game.
And we got a Rorschach's Mask, which is pretty good.
I love Rorschach's Mask.
yeah, but let
Such a
me-
good card.
I just love that it's not an attack, but you can basically make your opponent discard a hand beside
It's
yourself.
not an attack, but it should be. Let's be real. This
oh,
is
yeah,
an attack.
definitely. Yeah. Attack to everybody's heart, that's for sure. Puts a little hurting on their soul after they lose
Yeah.
that good hand. Trust me, I've done it before to somebody, and they just weren't happy about it.
I don't know what Alex doing with his Beast Boy Alan Scott. I don't know if he's had any turns where he really went off or not.
Yeah.
That demonic influence really isn't exciting to him. It's just a 5-cost kick maybe.
Knows definitely.
But I don't know exactly how many kicks he's been buying. Oh, here goes Golden Glider on
I don't
the
think he's
Heat
really
Vision.
been buying a lot. I think he's been buying more from the lineup.
I
compared to
haven't really
anything
noticed
else.
what he's really even been doing.
Yeah.
But Glider's starting off with a solid 3 power there.
Yes.
And a teamwork,
and
of
with teamwork
course.
going to
Lenny. It's got to be going to Lenny.
Oh, look at that. He gets to
Vicky
draw a
Vale,
card and
draw
you
a
get to
card
draw
and draw
another
a
card.
card.
Yep.
Uh,
He's got 3 power on
Lenny
the board
should
right
get
now.
a VP for that. I'm going to go step out and make sure he
Yeah, I think
does.
they've almost feel like he almost
'Cause that's
missed it
his
last
second
time.
time
It
of
is
being
his second time,
teamwork.
yes. All right, let's see what he's got. He's shuffling up right now. He's got Cody shuffling the deck. Let's see what he draws. He's got 3 power on the board with Heat Vision. Well, he's time traveling to draw a card, and then he's going to be able to draw another card if he doesn't forget. Well, but he did. He literally forgot, guys. Can you believe it? He time traveled, drew the card, but he still forgot to draw for the glider because once again he played a different card that did not belong to him. It probably would have got him there too if he would have missed it. It's like the second time he's missed his second draw by playing a different card. He played the time travel, but he forgot to draw for glider.
Maybe it's only once a turn. Maybe Glider got errated. What do I
Yeah,
know?
okay. Then he needs to go back to a 4.
Hey, make Glider a 1 again.
Never happened. Yeah, I don't think that
All
will
right.
ever happen.
Cody immediately time travel on that with a weakness to draw a card.
Yep.
I bet he can destroy another card here.
Or he did that maybe because he already has another weakness, so he can draw into another card by
could
putting
be.
2 back.
I don't
Sometimes
even know
always
what he's
think that's
doing.
best.
I
Did he
don't-
finish his turn? It looked like he just drew another hand.
Maybe he just
He
didn't
did.
activate.
No, he literally drew to, I guess, to get the weakness out of his hand and couldn't do nothing. Maybe
Maybe he had
Well,
a handful of.
I think he only had one
because he
card.
got hit by Psycho Pyro.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think he only had a Vone and a punch in his hand.
I still might have destroyed something on the dark side just to
I
get the
agree.
weakness.
Yeah, I think he could have done it.
But maybe
especially-
he thought his turn was so bad. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I think he could have done it too, because then he would have had 2 weaknesses.
Look at that spread. All punches and a Batmobile there at the
Yeah,
end.
right. He's got
Lenny grabbing the Rorschach mask. It is a pretty good play.
He's got 8 power though.
Yeah.
And he's just paid 3, so he's got 5 left. So let's just see what he
Rorschach
goes.
Mask is a great card with Harley because everybody discards, which is you, so you'll draw with your Harley.
Yep, definitely.
So you basically get a free kick. You just get +2 power, draw 4, and then draw with Harley, so you'll be right back up to 5.
I'll be honest. I'm surprised he just didn't play the Batmobile just to draw into 5 cards.
I might have done that too, but
Yeah,
maybe he
I
thinks
mean,
his
he
deck's
has
so
Harley,
bad.
yeah.
He's got Psycho Pirate in there.
Yeah, so I mean, it would have been. I think it would have just been a better play. But hey, what do I know? I'm just here to
Why
commentate.
didn't he buy the Detonator? I don't know. I love Detonator
Oh
over
yeah, Detonator's
kicks.
really good. Whoa, somebody
Oh,
like
he-
Alec just put the lineup back through again. Let's see what
Yep,
happens.
he
just
played
played
his Time
Sphere. Yep. Let's see
He
what we're
says,
looking
"Show me
at.
the money." There's a Black Lantern.
Oh, look
core
at this!
for you.
Another time
and
travel
a time
card.
traveler.
This is like the 3rd one we've seen, I think, isn't it?
This is why you play Bane, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
This is why you play Bane, because time travel is a thing, and I
Starman.
love to play it for free.
Starman, let's just add that top card, man.
For
and you
free.
choose the cost, and you get that power off of each cost of the same. Let's see if we're gonna do it.
You guys at home can't hear, but all he's saying is Alan Scott Beast Boy. Alan Scott Beast Boy. Alan Scott Beast Boy.
Yep. There you go. Now he's showing it for
I
us.
think we're at maybe 4 or 5
3,
power.
4, 5. We're at
Yeah.
5 power right now.
6,
Six,
7. Maybe 8.
Can't see the rest.
Yeah, maybe 8.
Might have to get them to try to put that up a little more so we at least see all the power, or at least put the dice down. Oh, look at that. He didn't want nobody playing that card.
He does not want Glider to play that again.
So-
Even if Glider doesn't draw off of it, he still doesn't want Glider to do
No,
it.
definitely not. Definitely not.
We
He
think
destroyed
he
a card.
destroyed a card, which is pretty nice. So Red
I
Lantern,
wonder what he played to
Supergirl-
destroy the card. I didn't even see it. Did you?
No,
Huh.
we'll go out and ask him to
Yeah.
play a little bit farther
Up to close to the mat a little bit better. So we can. I'll let the dice too if they can. Might have a little bit there. There we go. Let's see what Tim's turn. He's rolling to a 4. He's teamworking Lenny again. Let's see what Lenny gets to him. What are we looking at? Oh, look at that. Oh, it's Rorschach's Mask. Was that the first card he played? I'm thinking if that's the first card he played, they got to discard their cards. Or did he play the Arkham? Did you guys see that? Did he have Arkham out already, or did he just play Arkham? Because when he teamworked Rorschach's Mask.
I didn't see it. What are we asking? If
Hey, do you guys know if Arkham was, if you guys out there watching, did you guys know if Arkham was out there before he teamworked the Rorschach Mask? Anybody out there? I mean, if not, it's a little too late now, but I swear I think he already had Arkham out there when he went to
Like he
teamwork
played it
first.
first?
Yeah, I don't even know if that's what I'm saying. I think it was already out there, but I can't remember. Did not see. Oh, Malachor didn't see. Oh, hey, Mal, what's up? I didn't know you were in the page, buddy.
Malk's in the room.
Look
Muffin
at that.
Socks is here.
Muffin Socks is here, too. Look at that.
Muffin Socks said Jaden decided to work. Yeah, we noticed that too. Jaden is not here. What happened? Oh, we got Bizarro Power coming out.
It's all good, guys. He's losing his second place by tomorrow. Just
Malk,
let you know.
where is Stango? Get Stango in here. Well, I don't even know what he's doing, but he's not in here. Cody loving this finals. Anytime Bizarro gets Bizarro
Oh,
Power,
look at that.
you know it's going to
Definitely,
be a good
he's going to
game.
gain that weakness, and then he's going to start just playing off of it. I mean, 4 power off of just Bizarro Power with
So
playing
good.
Bizarro is just really good.
So
I mean, it's just
very
like,
good.
hey, I play Bizarro Power, and then I get this weakness. Oh, I can put a card in the lineup. Why not? It's for free.
Yeah.
Why not do it? Oh, look at that. We got a Black Lantern Core in the lineup. That's a really good card. I mean, I bet Cody would love for somebody to buy that card and just attack him with it. He'll just take that weakness in a heartbeat.
Yep.
He won't even think about it twice.
I don't really think anybody has defenses, though, so it's not a bad card
No,
for
it's
Cody
not.
to pick
Not
up
at all.
himself.
Cody just picked up the defense that was there.
Yeah, like, and now he's just going to blow
Oh,
it
and
up
then he's
for
just
value.
going to destroy it. Definitely one.
He pays
for,
one,
to
he
draw- to
pays
two,
one,
yeah.
pays 1 power for 2 and draw a card and get a weakness.
Which is really good
which
because
he
that's kind of what
loves.
you want to do. You want to buy them 2 costs or lower if
And
possible.
there's another one, 2
Yeah.
costs.
I wouldn't be
Flight.
surprised if he bought it. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
So he can just destroy it next turn or whatever.
Mm-hmm. There he goes. Gonna spend some of that power. I think he's
Oh,
down
look
to
at that.
5.
It's one of my favorite
That's a
cards.
Mr. Miracle.
Yeah, Mr. Miracle was amazing. It did great for me in one game. It was
Don't
really
let
good.
Harley Quinn get that with don't leave it out there for Harley Quinn. And
Definitely not. That's just
Oh,
not a
no.
good sign. I don't know why Cody's gonna let that stick, but we're gonna see. I mean, Mr. Miracle is just a crazy card. It just doesn't matter.
yeah.
I mean, it says
Anytime they discard
Yeah,
it,
definitely.
it's so good.
and they get to draw 2 cards. It's just really,
New
really
Genesis
good.
Protector doesn't do anything for the cube, but that's just a distraction. Don't let it stop you from being the best cube
We don't
card
listen
in
to
the
that
deck.
stuff. We just play the one with the power and below. It's just so
Yeah.
much better that way.
Glider shut out a Supervillain forever ago. Deep
Mm.
Crimson, what are you asking? You want a timer? We don't have a graphic set up for that. We do on our other stream interface, just not here. So I bet these guys will have one of those up and running.
Oh
before
yeah,
long,
no,
though.
definitely. I mean,
We are streaming from the Tennessee studio, so we're not in our normal place in Texas. But these guys' setup is pretty nice. I'm guessing they got about 40 minutes left. It's still pretty early in the game. They could be
Yeah.
down to 30. I'm not
I don't
sure,
think
but
we don't think we've been playing for at least maybe 10 to 12 minutes tops, if I'm correct. I don't think it's been that far
time
into
flies
it.
when you're having fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Time flies whenever you're buying Mr. Zaz. That's what I always say.
All right. Oh, look at that. We got us a
Oh!
utility belt. up on
Time
the
flies
board.
when you're flipping utility belts out in the lineup and you only got 2 power left. Oh, and we're done.
Oh my gosh, she's literally letting Lenny have
He's
this
letting
card.
Lenny have
What
the
is
Mr.
wrong
Miracle,
with this guy? I
But
don't
Lenny
understand.
might have to buy the utility belt.
Oh
It's so
no,
bad
I bet
for
you.
Lenny.
I bet you Lenny's gonna buy that Mr. Miracle in a heartbeat.
I wouldn't give it up, but that's 5 VP. I mean,
Look at all these. Look at all
oh.
these time travelers just coming up. It's just crazy. I mean, what makes you think he probably couldn't get both? We don't know that till he plays that hand.
I don't know if I
He's
can
been
get
playing
both.
pretty strong
If I
hands.
can get both, I might buy the Control Freak just to try and like end the game. I don't know. So Cody might start pulling ahead with these bizarre shenanigans if he keeps giving everybody weaknesses because nobody has any defense.
No, yeah, definitely. That's just nuts.
He's being lazy. Yep, flipping the top with only 2 power left. I believe that is per Atmos' article on DCDeckbuilding.com.
Yep,
if you've
definitely.
led the latest and greatest strategy, you know to flip the top with only 2 power left.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, you always do it. You just
You
wanna,
do it if you gain weaknesses on your opponent's turn or the supervillain attack or anything.
Yep.
According to the Atmos' article, which is the truth, the way, the truth, and the light.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, here goes Lenny. He's going to start off with a Kid Flash. He's also
Yeah,
got
John
Vicky
McCall.
Vale in his deck. All he needs is a Saint Walker, and this
Oh,
game's
here we go with the
practically
Psycho
over.
Pirate again.
Here we go.
Look at
Players
Tim. Tim just losing cards.
Players just immediately
Lost
reveal
them
their
punches.
hands.
Oh, Cody
and
got that
Bizarro is
defense.
the only one with defenses.
He really is. I think he's got like
He's
two.
got 2 now.
Yeah, he's got the.
Nobody else has any. The Jaime Reyes is the only
got-
other one.
He's got the Cape and Cow and the other one.
Shout out to Brandon. All up in here. We got Silly Jake in the chat. Glad to have you with
What's
us.
up, man? Good to see you. Glad
Good
you're
to
here.
see you.
Got any answers? Any
If
questions
you know
for us?
what's
Just
going
ask.
on, just tell us what's going on in this game. Glider should have bought the Supervillain on turn 1 and bought the next one on turn 2.
Very, very true. I think he could have done it a very long time ago. We probably already had 2 of them out of the way by now if he did.
This game would be over if he'd bought the.
Oh,
look
wow.
at that.
Yeah,
Lenny's-
you're right. He took that belt over the
Lenny's
other
got to
one.
get the belt. He's already got Rorschach mask, but I don't
But I feel
think
like
he
he's
has
not
5
done.
yet.
I don't think he's done.
He's
That's
gonna
what-
put the belt
Oh
back.
no, he's there. He's probably there. I think he still had like
I think
one
he's
power.
got another
Oh,
5,
he's got
6,
it. Yeah.
7, 8.
Here we go. Oh, he
Oh,
went
and he
for the
bought.
belt
See now
instead.
he bought the defense, but it's because it's the equipment. He needs the equipment
No, and
for
that
his
makes
belt.
sense. Yeah, definitely. If you want to get that extra 5 points.
Oh, and here
there's
goes the
nothing wrong
Star
with that.
Man. Yeah,
But-
Glider. Yeah,
But
Glider
I just
blew it
realized
on the
something.
Heat
We
Vision.
can't really have Alec have this card.
Well,
We
you
can
can't
just-
let Alec have
No,
it.
because he can
Still
discard
there's
it
Beast
just
Boy,
for Beast
Allen
Boy
Scott.
and draw 2
That's
extra
it,
cards.
Beast Boy, Allen
I
Scott,
don't,
draw
yeah,
5,
I just don't
draw
understand
10.
why they would let that happen. That's worse than actually letting Lenny have it, to be honest with
Alan
you.
Scott, Beast Boy. You can't hear what Alec's saying, but that's what he's
Yeah,
saying.
Goliath
we all
blew it
know.
on the Heat Vision. Yeah, you're right. He really did. So
Oh, look
see,
at that.
now I
Oh,
was
my
right.
time
He
sphere.
did miss his draw, didn't he, buddy? Because that's what I said.
Oh, give him my time sphere. Give him my time sphere. This is basically Mark playing right here in the lower left.
Yeah, right.
The overlay needs to updated.
Alex just been possessed. That's all. It's Mark that's inside his body right now. Pretty
These
much.
guys been playing DC deck building for about 12 hours straight now.
Oh yeah.
So we're blowing the lineup with the time sphere again. I think this is for 6 or 7
I was
cards.
surprised he didn't at least try to buy that card before it went away. I mean,
He didn't
seriously.
even care about it.
I guess not. I mean, I guess
He
he
does
didn't want
not
to draw
even
3
care
cards.
about it. He doesn't want to draw 3.
I guess not.
He should be rushing more to counter Darkseid and Beast Boy. You got that right.
That
We don't
is
know
very
what
true.
these players are doing. This is the finals. These guys are up here.
Yep.
Anything can happen.
The damage is done. You're right, Mal. It is definitely done.
Oh yeah, the damage is
There's
done.
no-
Now look,
there's
we
no
got
recovery
9
from
power
this, buddy.
again. This is what happens to Beast Boy Alan Scott every time. They're one short of buying the Supervillain
That is
every
always
turn.
seems to be that way.
They're like, draw this, draw that, discard this, discard that.
I know that, but I just feel like if he would have bought Mr. Miracle, he probably could have came out on top a little bit faster too.
If you go read Mark's article on Beast Boy Alan Scott, he says to buy 3 kicks right there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Uh-oh, here we go. Tim's coming out. Look at this. Tim always randoms Lenny. That's a weighted dice. We know it always rolls 4.
Right? I think I've seen it like 4 times.
Here
in
comes
a
a scythe attack. Cody can just gain a weakness here. Basically, full free.
Which, like I said, I don't think most opponents know that for sure. But maybe he's one of those guys who will actually know that.
If I can type. And if I know how to spell.
SYC, isn't it? No, it's just CY. There you
Scythe is the most complicated card in DC deck building. You do not have to reveal a starter if you don't want to, i.e. if you're Darkseid.
go. Right, we're just going to change that ruling, even though it still actually is the same truth.
We just need Crypto to errata this card. Dice Gate, you got that right. Dice Gate is weighted for Lenny. He might as well have 10 VP. Cody's still going off. He blew up Commissioner Gordon. How are you going to blow up the commish just for your own benefit?
Because it helps him a lot. That's just all.
There's a Hyman.
That's a good card. That's a very good card. You just play this card for 2 power and you just gain yourself an equipment of any in the lineup. That's just ridiculous.
Hyman is just like baby Dark Knight. I mean, Dark Knight gains you all the equipment. Hyman gets
definitely.
Costs one less and he gets you one of them. But look, there's only one
I
equipment in the lineup.
I feel like
anyway.
it's more like the villain. What's her name? Magenta. Where,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, you
yeah.
still you don't have to pay a VP and you just get you a free equipment. It just doesn't go to
But
your hand.
Magenta's to your hand,
No,
which
yeah,
I love that
definitely.
cost.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just
Because
so
usually
good.
whenever I'm using Magenta to get the 3rd power ring, and I've already played Kyle and 2 others, and it's just game.
just game over. Definitely, it's gone. We got ourselves a defense blue beetle up there. I wonder who's gonna get
Cody
that.
took that last equipment from Lenny because Lenny still needs one more.
All right, Cody just bought the
Cody
insanity.
bought Insanity. You don't want to attack him.
Cody's just getting all these 2s. Oh, we got us a Gant.
There's a Gant that this game just got out
I got
of
a
control.
feeling old Lenny's gonna get there and take that card.
Somebody better buy it because that is Ganeth. Choose a player. You typically choose yourself, but you don't have to.
Oh, no, never.
That
ever.
player puts any number of cards, 6 or less, different colors. So it's basically pick up your discard pile, put it in your hand.
It's very good. Everybody always wants that card for some reason. It's just too broken. I mean, it just gives you so much to
Instead,
play.
Lenny has to settle for the cheaper defense because not everybody has 8 power to buy
No,
Ganthus.
definitely not.
It feels bad.
I think he was 1 short, actually, to just get
Yeah.
it. That was what happened.
All right, here
All right,
goes
here we
some
go.
Alan Scott shenanigans.
There we go. We got that. We revealed.
I
Look at
wonder
like
why-
he's shuffling.
I wonder why Alan Scott doesn't destroy all his starters.
I don't either.
Alan Scott, to me, functions like a punchless Batgirl. That's what I think. Malakir here knows what I'm talking about. Cody is making even Atmos sad. He didn't read your article. This is what happens.
Yeah, you know how it goes there at most. It's just the way it is.
Same with Alec. He didn't read your article either. He doesn't buy 3 kicks when he has 9 power.
No, he does
He
not.
buys Starman instead.
Oh, look at this. We got old Darkseid.
Is that
out.
Darkseid
Yes,
in the
it is.
lineup?
The brand new guy. He is so ridiculous if you get him. He's just broken. He just literally says, "Oh, I'm just going to reduce all these."
He basically
high-cost
says
powers."
he can't even get plus 9 power to defeat the supervillain because it only costs 8. Remember, these cards reference the base cost.
Yes, they do.
We had a ruling like that earlier. A guy tried to blow up the 8-cost supervillain with it.
Wow, really? Okay,
That's how crazy these games
it is.
get.
Yeah, definitely.
Now look, there's 2 8-cost cards in the lineup. He's basically going to choose 8 with his Starman.
Oh,
they
yeah,
should have just
definitely.
played Shazam this game. They'd get nothing but, oh, here we go, 4, 1. Never rolls Alec. What a weighted
Well,
dice.
Cody
Oh,
gets
put
him
a
free
kick into your hand.
Yeah, definitely. That's not too bad. Look, he drew for this time. Let's
And
see.
he drew for it. Hey, I've done worse things.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I've done worse things.
Well, let's just hope we don't miss it again if he does another one. You know, he's had it done twice already in this game, it seems.
There's a heat vision. There's a kick. I think we're at 6 maybe. Yep. I don't think we're actually at 7. That one's just kind of hanging out. Now
Yeah,
we're at
definitely.
8.
Now we're at 8.
Now we're at 9, 10, 11.
Oh, wow, look. He just played his hand and missed
Yep,
his...
now we're at
He missed
11.
his action. I don't understand why he didn't play his action at
He didn't
least.
even want to nth metal, Mace. He doesn't
I mean,
even
I
need
would
that.
niff metal. Why would you niff metal? What if it's a bone or a punch? You just want to get it out of the way. You don't want to just leave it there. I mean, if not, you know, a technicality, I've seen people play niff metal and use it on someone else just so, you know, back
Just so
in the
you
day.
can see what's
and
happening.
see what they have and just hopefully maybe you'll hit him for it. But he wanted to, he hit the villain, so let's see what happens. And he put the villain on top. Oh, we got us a Batman?
is that, a Batman?
It looks like a Batman.
There goes all the equipment.
Oh my gosh, that's just
Poor
terrible.
Lenny.
Yeah, I
Each
know.
player destroys an equipment in your hand or discard pile. If you don't, gain a weakness. Cody destroyed the equipment but still gains a weakness because he has
And he
Bizarro.
put another card up there, an old T-Wings up there. We got us a good card up there, basically.
They flipped a
Oh my
T-Wing
gosh!
out
If
of
we
the
if
lineup.
we let Cody get this T-Wings, he might just be over, because literally he's been buying up 2s.
Lenny's
and
got
lower.
quite a bunch of 2s
No,
himself.
and lower. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if he technically buys this T-Wing, he might just have this game
This is our first Batman appearance of the day, I believe.
on stream. Yes.
Yep, on the stream here. Oh, there goes Tim with super speed. So he did get a discard. He got a defense somewhere along the
Yeah,
way.
he did. That's pretty good. So he's like saved himself.
Lenny is gonna have to try and buy that T-wing just to make sure
I think
he has
he'll be able
enough
to. He
equipment.
just put 2 weaknesses in the discard pile or in the weakness pile and just drew a card. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
I mean, he has nothing to destroy in his discard pile right now because he doesn't have a discard pile. But maybe we'll just see what happens.
Yep.
Did he just? Or maybe he does have a discard pile and we just couldn't see it. No,
I think
he
that's
does.
his discard pile.
Yeah,
That's
because
a
the
punch in it.
Insanity's in there still.
Cody has a huge discard pile. Now he's gonna play the Supergirl.
Yep, and he's gonna get the kick.
Give me that kick. This is the way you beat Beast Boy Alan Scott. You take all their kicks from
Yeah,
them.
definitely. I mean, that's just how you beat it, man.
They just said play Supergirl every turn. And we do it that way. Still first Supervillain. You guys know how it goes here. This is DC Deck building in the finals. We got
Yes,
2
sir,
power
definitely.
and a weakness. We get more weaknesses than we do power.
This is just crazy. Oh, look at that. Another 2 cost Cody can get.
Another 2 cost.
so
So,
he gets
Cody
the-
gets the T-Wing and the Penguin.
Definitely. He's just getting up there quick. I mean, I know we've been seeing
That's
him destroy.
exactly what the Dark Side deck wants to do. Buy every 2.
Oh, yeah.
He's already got Zaz. Look at all these
Farm
cards.
that board. Ain't that right, Atmos? Just
Uh-oh.
farm that board.
Lenny's got his Blue Beetle at the ready.
All right, look
Alec
like we got
just
Alec
getting
got a
stacked
weak,
up
yep,
with
got a
weaknesses.
What do we got over here with Tim? Is he looking like he's defending, or is he gonna
Tim revealed and just didn't
Did he
hit.
reveal?
Yeah,
Okay,
he
I was
revealed. That's
wondering.
9, I think.
look at that?
I think he's got 9, and he's gonna buy the Penguin, flip a card out. Yep, he's gonna
Yep.
buy the Penguin, flip a card out just for fun, and then buy the T-Wing.
Definitely what I would do. I mean, like I said,
Yep, he snatched
he
it
knows.
right up.
He knows that. He knows that. He knows the
If
power.
I
of
didn't
that.
know any better, I'd think
Oh, look at
Cody
that.
was listening to this stream.
We got a power armor.
Lenny loves his defenses. He's been stacking up, but I still don't think I can pass up Ganthus for a power armor.
No, definitely. But I don't know. I think
Even though it's a good
I
card.
love power armor. That's
You
almost
guys on
one of my
this-
top 5 cards. I just
You guys
love that
listening
card.
at home, tell me, what's the play for Lenny? If he can't buy the Supervillain, does he buy the Ganthus or the power armor?
I don't know.
Because he's
I
got
mean,
some power.
Well, he does some power.
Look at all that power.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if he's got quite enough for the Supervillain.
He seemed like he had 3 and 3 already, or something.
I mean,
like
he's
that.
got a ton of power. I don't even know what it
3,
is.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I mean, he might have enough to
I
buy
might
the
be seeing one short. He
Supervillain.
might have,
How much is Batman? 13.
13. He
So
may have been one
ugly.
off, but I could be wrong.
I think he would just buy the Supervillain if he could. So it makes me think he has to choose between power armor and Ganthus.
No, yeah, definitely.
He might choose the power armor to help with equipment for his.
No, yeah, because I
Utility
think he
belt?
still needed a couple. And like I said, it's just a really good card to get his.
He needed a couple, and he destroyed one to
right.
Batman's
and he gets
attack.
his punches out the way and stuff like that to get to his bigger cards.
He's got 12, I believe his dice is on, so he's one
Flip the
short.
power armor for Harley. Yeah, that's true, Atmos.
And he doesn't want either of them.
There we go.
He's got
showing 8 power now.
power. I think he's going to take the power armor. Take the power armor.
Well, I don't know. He's been loving that Mystic Bolts he's been playing and getting in that discard pile, so it wouldn't be too bad for him either. So that's probably what he's going to go for.
I can't fault him either way.
No,
They're both
definitely
good
not.
cards.
I just feel like maybe that armor.
I just
would've-
feel like the armor for me,
it would have been a whole lot
because
better. Yeah,
I'll draw
and
the
points.
Ganthus. Every time I draw Ganthus, I'll have no discard pile.
And I've
My
seen that happen
problem.
a lot too. It's crazy.
And then, whenever I have it, I get attacked. And wish
Look
it
at
was the
that.
power armor.
He played Mora and got
That's a
himself.
Moira Queen
yeah,
and
and
got
him
a card.
He got what's his name? The discard guy. Somebody tell me, I can't remember. How do you say it? Pendragon? I can't
Oh,
remember.
Perdegaton?
Perdegaton, yeah, that's what's underneath it.
I don't think he has any way to interact with that card. He's just stacking up a little bit of VP.
No, definitely. There's no reason not to do so. Oh, here we go. We get the play going on. He's revealing, drawing.
He already played one kick with a reveal, so he just discarded that one straight up blind.
Yeah, but he's got 5 going on right now.
He might have read Atmos' article on that.
Oh, yeah. He's got 6.
I actually wrote the article on Golden Glider that Tim reviewed and has been crushing this tournament with.
Oh, we hope he's been crushing this tournament with. We got lately
And
as
then,
earlier, but let's just
I
wonder
believe
about this
Ninja
one.
Friend just did the article yesterday talking about the Harley Quinn, Red Lantern, Supergirl, and here we see it in the finals.
Yep, definitely.
You guys are out there reading articles and putting it to good use.
Yes, you are. I mean, heck, we have like I said, almost seems like all these have articles.
And then Alec just sweeps away the power armor. So unfortunate.
Wow, he played that time sphere.
There's a John Johns. Give me
Look
that
at that.
John
We got
Johns.
we got us a green power ring
That's
too.
a Green Lantern ring and
Yep.
a Gorilla Grodd out there and a cold gun.
Cold gun with teamwork, man. We just can't let
Tim
Tim get that.
I just don't think you can buy that card. It's so bad.
Yeah.
I don't care if I don't want Glider to have it. It's so bad. Yeah, it's
Everybody's getting tired.
I do want to bring up this John Johns here. He's quite a character. Let's see if we can find him. It's always one of the most difficult cards to find in the database because nobody really knows how to spell his name.
Yep, definitely.
John John's just a classic character. You play the top card of the Supervillain stack. Supervillains are generally pretty busted, but with Glider, you play the top card of the Supervillain stack, which is not a card you own, so you draw a card. Glider has to buy the John Johns.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's too good not to.
He's either
because then
buying the
he's gonna be able to draw a card
Supervillain.
every time
I
he
guess
plays
if
it.
you buy the Supervillain, which he might just be stacking up 55 power here.
Yep, definitely.
The power is just off the table, so we don't. All we have to assume is he has 200 power. We'll see if he reaches for the Supervillain. Oh, he's gonna buy the John Johns, which is just solid, and the power ring. That's 11 power. Maybe he doesn't have the 13. He puts them both on top with the flight wings.
Oh, look at that. We got a
That's
Frankenstein,
a
and another
Frankenstein
ring.
and another ring.
Wow, that is nuts. Is that the? That's not indigo, is it? I think it's indigo, right? Oh, we got the Frankenstein though.
That's
Frankenstein's
indigo
pretty good.
tri-power ring.
Well, so much stuff destroyed, man. I
The
hate
destroyed pile's huge, but I don't know.
I mean, Cody
Cody
gets
has-
it. He's always got to just keep buying those twos and
Cody and
yeah.
Lenny, because Cody already has the T-wing, so he can pay the VP
and get
to-
his twos back and either destroy them
Yep.
back or just basically get points at the end of the game, which is pretty crazy.
Yep. Cody just dishing out weaknesses.
And everybody, oh, look at that.
Oh, he's got a defense in the Green Lantern ring, which is basically a speed force of
Oh,
draw
yeah,
two.
just basically draw the two to discard it. It's a really good card.
Cody just cashing those weaknesses in for a card draw here. Doing exactly what Bizarro wants to do.
Oh, yeah,
Nobody's
definitely.
beating the Supervillain, so Cody's just
No, man,
having a
it's
heck
just
of a
been
game
sitting
here.
there. I mean, it's Cody, man. I mean, like I said, with Darkseid, Kid Flash and Bizarro, that's just all about, farming. They want to just keep on buying low-cost cards. And like I said, as long as he keeps doing and getting the twos or lower, he's pretty much probably got this game in the bag. Other people beat the villains. I mean, because he's going to have so much points off of that T-Wing. I mean, that T-Wing is just nuts right now, I'm betting, from what I've seen.
T-Wing is going crazy. Alec is starting to stack up the weaknesses, unfortunately.
Yep.
And I don't know if Alec can come back in this game. This lineup does not look great. There's a chlorokinesis out there that'll probably make its way to him.
Yep.
Even that's only so exciting.
Well, it's just like, look, you got Johnny Quick, another 2-cost card that Cody should
yeah.
be picking up, but instead he's picking up the cold gun.
I think he forgot that he has a T-Wing,
It seems like he's
and
forgotten.
eventually he'll draw it, and he'll wish he had bought that.
Oh, look at that. Grid now came out. Another 2-cost.
Grid's another
This
two.
game is all about Cody right now. Cody's
Cody-
just hitting all these twos and lowers, and it's just crazy. He's got 3 power going on right
There
now.
he
Looks
goes.
like he's going to
Pick
pick
it
it
up.
up. Right.
Down to 1 power. Flashing out a card. Probably
Yeah.
still got cards in hand.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a lightning strike.
That is going to be amazing if Lenny gets it. Heck, not even just Lenny. It's once again, it's very good for Alec too.
It's
both
good
of
for
those guys.
Alec because Alec just discards 5 cards a turn to
Oh
Beast
yeah,
Boy Alan
definitely. You can just
Scott.
power that card up quick. I almost feel like Lenny's just not going to let that sit on the board unless he can't get to that power. But well, you never know. We can find out.
There's so many good cards in this lineup.
Oh look at that! He
All
got
of
2
a sudden-
again. See, he just knows he knows about that T-wing now. He's remembering.
Yep, there's a speed force. Finally, maybe Alec can get a defense because I just don't think. I think Lenny's not going to be taking the speed force here. If
I don't
his
know.
turn
I
is
feel
that
like
bad,
he even destroyed yet. I don't think he's destroyed yet, has he? I don't think he's destroyed
Cody
the card
might
yet.
still be going.
Yeah, I don't think Cody's destroyed the card yet, so he might just do it just to
I
get
don't
that
think
2
he
power.
has any power right now. Yeah, so he pulled the dice.
He might
but
be
he's
done.
thinking about blowing this
Yeah,
one
that's what I'm
up.
saying. Right.
He
gonna-
blows up the cold gun perfectly.
2 power draw card. He's going to get to that super speed by just drawing that punch, probably.
You see Lenny cycle and draw real quick off the side of the screen is what
Look at
that was.
We got us a.
There's a Nightwing.
Nightwing, yeah. Let's see what that card is.
Cody's
he's
sitting
drawing.
on 2 power and he might still have a handful of gas.
Did he even draw the card yet? I don't think he's drawn the card yet for even.
I think he did
Dark
immediately.
side. Did
Yeah,
he? Okay.
he did it when Lenny
He's
was
been going.
cycling.
Oh, look at that! 2 more power, and look at that. That's
and he
another
bought the
T-wing card.
defense. Such a
Yep.
good player.
Yeah, smart, very smart.
What in the world
Furies,
is that
we got the
card?
Furies. That's the Furies from the new.
It's the new set.
Yes. Yep, female Furies. I think its card's actually pretty good. It's
I
like
like it because
it's
it's
a
a
5 card.
targeted
Yeah,
attack.
definitely. Yeah,
it's a targeted.
You just choose your guy
construct.
person and just like basically say, hey, get 2 out of 2 cards if you can't.
Oh, this is
defend.
a Psycho Pirate attack from Lenny.
Uh-oh.
Alec had to discard a weakness. That's probably pretty bad.
Oh, that is
That means
pretty
he's
bad.
got a few more in his. It looks like Alec discarded a weakness and a punch. So we know his hand is weakness, punch, and maybe a kick.
Oh yeah.
Alec is just not having a good
It looks like
game
Cody
here.
defended with a cape and cow, drawing 2 cards. What do we got for old Tim over here? Oh, look at Tim showing that hand. Is that his
Look
hand?
at that. He's got John, so he's going to play the Supervillain stack.
Oh, he's just revealing because he has no
Yep.
copies. Why?
They're
I mean,
asking why he has 6 cards in his hand, but it's because he defended Cody's attack with
yeah,
the green
definitely.
power
Yeah,
ring.
he did and draw 2 more cards.
His turn is going to be pure gas. He's playing the Supervillain this turn.
It's too bad you don't have
With
that
the John
VP. You
Johns.
could get that. You get that porthole or whatever it's called again.
Mhm.
That
I don't even think he's
defense.
gonna need it.
No,
if he
yeah.
plays the Batman, there's probably plenty of equipment in the discard pile. He's at least got a cold gun that's gonna gain him a VP for teamwork. And
Oh yeah, we got 7 power right now with
I
Lenny.
think that's 8. He
Is it
bought the
8?
power ring.
Oh, it's
Yep.
8. I'm sorry, it's 8. Yeah, he's got 8.
He's
Now
got 3 left.
3 left, and see what he picks up. I'm just surprised he didn't pick up.
He didn't buy the
uh,
Frankenstein either.
No, or the lightning strike.
Or
The
the
lightning
lightning
strike.
strike's
I
great
can
for
feel
him.
like he would. I think he went with the ring because he has a ring, but I feel like the lightning strike would have just been so much better for him, to be honest. I mean, he had the power to get Frankenstein and just like buy cards. And
Once I have one ring, I do love to get a second.
No, yeah, definitely. I would
Because
too.
then I just pick up shapeshifts and start finding a third. Let's see. Oh, Alec held a whirlwind. Such a savior for him.
Very smart move.
Trash
for him.
your hand and refill it.
Yes, sir.
Alec holding a clutch whirlwind.
Draw
there.
that, draw that hand, and now just go off with this.
Yeah, we're gonna be drawing that Starboy. We're gonna be drawing
He's
that.
pitching
Star.
that
Yep.
punch. Got that Starman. Playing that Starman. Wow, we
Tim
got
Drake.
1 and 2. We got like 4 power, maybe 5.
I don't know how much it was, but it was for a lot. I think it was on 5s.
No, it was on 5s. Yep.
Dice is on
So
4
2
power,
power.
5, 6. Beast Boy, or sorry, Alan Scott. Does he want the Moira Queen? He may or may not want it this turn,
Well,
depending
yeah,
on
but
what he drew with the
It's not
whirlwind.
too. Well, definitely, but it's not too
It's
bad.
still
to
worth a
have.
VP.
Yeah, get a VP, get another card.
I mean, it
underneath.
basically says gain a VP.
I mean, yeah, if they get that, if somehow somebody picks up that detective, it's just pretty broken. Then
He's
you
got
just
6
do what you
power.
want.
Alec is just, his discard pile is so bad. His discard pile is full of weaknesses. I don't know how he gets out of this.
Oh yeah, but I agree 100%. I just don't know why he's not picking
Tim
up.
Drake is
There
gaining.
he goes. It's like he needs to pick
He
that
has
lightning
to buy
strike
that
up.
lightning strike. I
It's
mean,
a superpower.
It's a superpower, and it gives him plus 10 for his whole deck.
I
It's
feel
like-
bad. I feel like Mark would have wanted to be upset with him for that one if he didn't do it at least. I, mean,
I think
you know, playing,
I think he used a lifeline, and he asked Mark what to buy.
Oh yeah,
there.
definitely he had to.
Because I can't just see anybody passing that up.
No, definitely. I mean, draw 2 cards, and every time you either pitch or discard a card,
All right,
during
I
your
don't even
turn,
know
I mean,
what
it's
he's doing. We
ridiculous.
got Scythe and John Johns.
Well,
on
it
the
looked like he's
table.
playing that Batman, and did he not do the Batman?
I don't know what he did. Did he just play for 3 power? He's already got the John Johns on the table, and
I
never
don't
really
understand
saw him
why he
do
wouldn't have done
anything.
what he did. And did he draw? I don't even think I saw him draw for John Johns. Did anybody see that in the
I didn't
in
see
the chat,
anything.
guys?
It was
I
so
swear,
fast.
yeah, he just went too fast.
He's got
Yeah, he went for the power though, but
8
still.
power, 9, 10. He's gonna reveal and
I
probably
think he's
discard
gonna
it.
go for the villain.
He's got 10.
Attack.
No, you do not. No, that's what we've been talking
And there's a
about. We
ruling on
kept
there. If you
talking
search it
about
on your phone, you can show them.
Hey, are you watching this? Keep an eye on it because it looks like it's about like misplays, but like I don't know. Like
I think it's fine.
oh,
Let
yeah.
it go.
I'll talk to you about it later.
17 we rolled. Who knows what that is? Maybe that's how much power he has.
Yeah, I think it is 7. I think that's what his power is.
Oh,
and now
he
his team
decided
working.
not to roll a 17-sided dice anymore. He's going to hit Lenny
Oh,
again
okay.
for a utility belt. He could draw with Glider. It looks like he's going to shuffle up and do just that.
Yeah, it looks like
He
didn't
might
miss
be
it
at
this time.
16 power, or that dice might be wrong. Yeah, I think he's a little bit lower. He says
No.
18. Oh, maybe I was
Is it
wrong.
18? Maybe it's 17. I can't really tell right now.
I think it's on the 18. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm sure he's going to buy the Supervillain.
Oh yeah,
here.
definitely. I mean, I just
Whenever you
don't-
have John Johns, I just love flipping supervillains that'll kill people. Flip
at
me
that.
a supervillain, 19.
19
Yeah, so
power,
he's gonna
going
buy
for
it.
the villain. Yep, definitely.
Flip me a supervillain that I can wreck people with.
Let's see what we're gonna hit with. Oh, look at that! It's Aquaman.
These guys, each player puts 4 cards with cost 0 from the discard on popular deck. If you put none, gain a weakness. Lenny's got a defense automatically. Alec, oh, it looks like Tim had the speed force.
Yep.
Alec might have to put a ton of weaknesses on top, which would be a bit unfortunate. Although for Alec, he might just be able to stack with Alan Scott
Oh yeah, definitely.
and do some funny tricks there.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be nothing problems with him to do so at all.
It makes
'cause
him
he's
hit
just-
with his Alan Scott a little bit better.
Yeah, especially if he's got different superpowers in his hand, he could just play off around it and just basically pull that power off pretty
Yeah.
fast.
It looks like Cody put 2 weaknesses on
Yeah,
top,
I don't
which
think
is
he had
ugly.
any. I don't think he had any punches or any
Nope.
moments to play
All he
off
had in
of.
his discard pile was 2 weaknesses, which is unfortunate for him because he wanted to draw a card with them, and
Yeah.
now they're on top of his deck.
Oh, he's destroying.
He destroyed a kick. I accidentally put it on the
Yeah, we
kick
don't do
pile,
that
but
with
that's
kicks.
okay.
We just do that with weakness, buddy. We don't put that back
It's
in
been
the
a long
stack.
day for these players. He
Oh
corrected
yeah,
it
it's
pretty
been very
quick.
tiresome. You know, but they.
There's
Oh,
an arrow discs.
yeah, there's arrow discs.
He's gonna get some weaknesses out of there. Lenny's starting to stack up a considerable amount of VP from Glider, but it's hard to tell really who's winning this game right now.
No, it isn't really.
It's
yeah,
such a strange
Cody's
game.
Cody's been just farming a lot too. So.
Tim's the only one really buying any supervillains. Alex
Finally,
just
though, I
getting
mean, it's
so
just like he
stuck.
should have done like 5 turns ago. I mean, to be honest with you, he probably could have had this game over by now if he just kept buying the villains.
Cryptic Command, that's probably Kevin Wand up in here. And, yeah, he's correcting us. It's not Alec. It's actually just Mark. We don't know what's going on. Everybody's reading Arrow Discs. It's a new card, a new God set. Nothing wrong with reading cards.
I think it's amazing. I mean, it's just if you want to bring it up and show everybody, it's just pretty much draw 3
Draw
cards
3,
and
discard 2, and
It's
then if you're
amazing.
Harley, you draw some more.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, everybody knows it. This is a Harley card
It's just
right
too
here.
good. It's just too good. The card's just amazing for what it is. For
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
cost.
Cody got a Kid Flash there. Flipped out an Airwalk.
Airwalk's amazing in my opinion. I think
It's
that's a
great card for Bizarro because he can buy it, get the VP, and then destroy
Oh
the
yeah,
dark
you're right.
side.
Alec didn't get his VPs. That means that somebody needs. I guess we'll need to get out there and make sure he gets them because you basically still don't miss them. You have to get them correct.
Who? What did he get one
I
for?
mean, Lightning Strike. I don't see no VPs on his.
Oh, you
characters.
can miss that trigger.
Can you really miss that?
Yeah.
Trigger? Oh, never mind. I was wrong. I guess I
Yeah.
was wrong, guys.
You can't miss like a teamwork trigger,
I guess that
but
makes
you
sense.
can definitely miss an Airwalk trigger because whenever you buy or gain it, you gain a VP. It's
Oh,
basically
yeah.
just a triggered ability.
So you can just
And I
choose
think
to not
Alec did not get any for
No, he did
his
not.
lightning strike.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying in the chat over there.
Yep.
Shabnir.
Shabnir, you got it right. We
Yeah.
believe Alec missed his 2 VP lightning strike.
Yep.
Don't tell Karma, Prey, or Ninja Friend that, or Cryptic Command. Hopefully none of them are still watching in case Alec actually didn't do that. It's possible he put the VP in his lap, although that's not an authorized location for it.
Right, definitely.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and we'll assume he put it up his sleeve. This is anybody's game. It's been a long day for these guys. They've been playing a lot. And Ninja Friend luckily didn't notice that Alec missed his VP, so it's they just hit the bottle instead of watching. Yep, these
Yeah,
guys are
definitely.
pretty much wasted by this point. Look at that hand. He doesn't even want to discard. He says, I'm just holding insanity
Oh no, yeah,
in case
right.
you hit me with a real attack.
I mean, just putting the discard pile, it's still a point. It don't matter unless otherwise he just wants
No,
to
he
destroy
just
it.
revealed his hand to the Psycho Pirate, but he didn't defend with it.
No,
he just
that's
said,
crazy, yeah.
because I don't need to discard anything, I'll wait till you hit me with a real attack.
Yeah, right. And just say, hey, I'm good with that, guys. Wait for the real thing to come up. Wow, we got some 12 power. Yeah.
Oh, I think he played that power ring to double the power
Yes,
of another
he did.
card.
He did.
That is not quite enough to defeat Aquaman. He cost 11.
Yeah.
So he needs 13. I don't know if Lenny can get one more somehow.
Well, man, he
Oh,
might
maybe
actually
he
already
can.
have- No, he did have it.
It
Yeah.
looks like, who
he
knows
had
where he got all
17.
that power from, but
Oh.
holy smokes, we can defeat. Now Cody might use that insanity.
Oh, is this looking like Sea King, I think? What is it they're looking
It
at?
definitely looks like Sea King.
It is Sea King. Look at that. Hey, I know my cards.
Each player reveals and discards cards from the top of their deck until they discard a starter. If you run out, stop and gain 3 weaknesses. And I think Tim just ran out, so he gains 3 weaknesses.
That's amazing. Let's see what Cody does. Is he
A
Cody
bit
defend?
unfortunate. Alec might have defended because he would have been first to act.
Yeah, probably so.
Looks like Cody's milling some cards over.
Oh, we got he had
Cody
some
stopped.
vulnerability.
Lenny stopped immediately, and now Alec is just tearing off away on his turn. So, Lenny gonna trigger Red Lantern Supergirl there real
Hey,
quick.
look at that. Is that Central City he got? It looks like he got Central
No,
City.
that's the Rod or something, isn't it?
No, I think that's Central City. Look up Central City.
maybe
I think
you're
it
right.
is. If that is, he's just gonna go off because that's Superpower City right there.
Yep, that's his card. You're right.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't realize he picked that up, and he just
How many cards he
sphered.
sweep up there? Who the hell knows? It was
I
a
think it was
lot.
like 7 or 8. What do you
1,
guys
2,
think in
3,
there on the
4,
string,
5,
guys?
6, 7, 8.
It was 8. Hey, I was
Yeah,
right.
You're right.
Let's see what all. Oh my gosh, cheetah form. One of Mark's favorite cards. I wonder if
Everyone-
Alex gonna buy that just to say, "Here you go, Mark. This is for you." Let's
Yeah.
see.
Shavnir, I say all the time, it's pretty much impossible to play a perfect game, and I just want to miss less triggers than everybody else.
What do you think,
That's all I
Atmos? You
can
think he's
hope
gonna
for.
pick that card up, or you think he's just gonna pass it by?
You have to pick up the shapeshift right away.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. It's
And
just
now
too
you
good.
need the cheetah form. I mean, you just have to draw 2. It's a superpower.
Oh,
What
but
did he
didn't
just
go.
buy?
He bought the club, beta club.
He bought a club. He must have been 1 short
Yeah, it's-
on the cheetah.
Yeah, I guess he was. Beta club's still not bad.
But he bought the shapeshift, which is an excellent
Oh,
card.
definitely. Yeah, I mean that's more points too at the end of the game if he has something like a utility belt or
Yep.
something like that.
So poor Tim got a stack of weaknesses.
Oh, look at that.
last
We're gonna
time.
hit Alec this
Oh,
time.
we hit
Let's see
Alec
where we
for
go.
once.
Oh, look, you
Huh.
got the VP that
And he's
time.
got the worst deck because his deck's all punches and trash.
Oh,
Granny
goodness.
gonna play
Interesting.
Zatanna.
I'm surprised he played Zatanna instead of playing Mumalon or whatever.
Monsieur Miller.
Mazumala.
My name is French.
Because I think he just played like 3 or 4 villains that turn before that. So he, technically could have got a lot of power and probably.
My name
even
is
beat him.
Monsieur Miller.
Monsieur
I could have
Miller.
gave you 55 power. Instead, you put weaknesses on the bottom of your deck, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Who knows what he did? This guy knows what's up. He's gonna heat vision. Might destroy control freak. Doesn't look like
that
it.
weakness out of there.
Get rid of one of those 3 weaknesses he got.
Yeah, you don't want that stuff no more. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Oh no. Well, yeah.
the Crown of Atlantis out there is definitely worth a ton
That
of
is
power.
a really good card. It's like one of the good 4 cost
Every
cards
time
right
I
now
play
out there.
Crown, you pretty much win the game that
Oh yeah,
turn.
definitely. That's just. I'd hate to see Cody get that right now. This game would be over. It'd literally be over, especially.
Airwalk shoes. He's gonna recycle a card, and then just like we said, he's gonna blow it up
Oh yeah.
just to get him some power. He's already got the VP for it, so it's an excellent card to destroy.
Most definitely. I mean, he's already played that card out, so it doesn't matter.
Cody drawing cards with weaknesses. Who made Bizarro a tier 1? What were they thinking?
I don't know, man. I don't understand that guy. He just doesn't make sense.
Look at his discard pile. It's like 55 cards. Alec takes him 4 minutes to thumb through it. Alec definitely counting up his VP there.
Oh,
Disgusted at what he
it's
sees.
Just nuts.
He probably counted about 30 and then lost
I
track.
could see that happening.
It's been a long day. These guys are tired. We're tired. Everybody's tired. It's
got
the
4
finals.
power right now.
We're almost to day 2. If you're watching us, this tournament might go to day 2.
We got beards growing out over here while
We
we're
got-
watching this.
We got 16 minutes and we'll be in day 2. I don't know when timing round is, but hey,
Oh yeah, you're
The,
right. Yeah, it is about that time.
it's
oh my
almost
gosh,
day
it's about
2.
day 2.
all right. Let's see. I think Cody he's sitting on 4 power. Don't buy that Brother Blood. Screw Brother Blood. Buy something cheap and blow it up.
I'm surprised he's not buying that right there. That's another 2 cost, is it not? I
No,
think.
none of them cost 2.
Oh, is that the 4 cost?
Yeah,
freeze?
he
My
costs
bad.
4
yeah,
cost
frost.
freeze.
Oh, yeah, I'm wrong. That's right. Basically attack and everybody has to discard an equipment from
I think
their
it's
hand.
discard and equipment,
Yeah,
something
you're
like
right. I
that. You
think
know
so,
how
too.
freeze is.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, Cody's disgusted with it. Oh, Dr. Light. There's a nice card.
Yes, Shavnir, it is almost day 2 in Texas.
It's almost day 2 in Texas, or is Tennessee? Yeah, Tennessee's also central.
Yeah, we're both in the same
we
time
drove
zone.
about 14 hours, and we were in the same time zone the whole way. So,
All right, yeah, nothing
yeah,
changed.
it's almost day 2 in Texas and Tennessee where we are. Just east of us is one time zone, and just west of Texas for you guys back home is the other time
Oh,
zone.
yeah, that's right.
I think Cody just bought the Dr. Light,
I think he did too.
and he could attack it with Alec just to slow him down. I think Alec's in last place anyway, but might as well make him get rid of his location.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If nothing else, you draw a card to it, so just a free VP.
Oh, look at that. We got a
replaces itself.
broadsword. I wonder if somebody will try to steal that and just hit Cody as much as possible and get rid of those 2 and lower costs. If he
All
doesn't
you can
defend.
do is attack him with broadsword, but I mean,
Yeah, but if he can't defend, he's losing another point because of the T-wing too.
maybe you
so
just
it's
play
not too
for
bad.
second at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
If you attack Cody, you just knock him from first to first.
That's true. He's not really losing in that much.
We don't know if he's losing in this situation, so I might just attack the person who I thought was near me. Excellent drawing of Slade Wilson there. Who's he fighting?
I have no idea who that is. I've been wondering that myself.
Somebody in the chat tell me who's Slade Wilson. Me and Huffster need to know who is Slade Wilson fighting in
I
the
swear, it
broadsword.
almost looks like Tara. I think it's Tara. Think about it. Look at the
Could
picture.
be Tara.
Because the only reason because of all the earth around her.
Yep.
You know what, guys? I think that's Tara. Am I right or wrong? Let me know.
I mean, I'm guessing something like, I don't know who, but
Well, you gotta think Teen Titans, you know.
Tara's in Teen Titans Go, so that's a thing.
Yeah, and then that's one of their villains. So yeah, definitely.
These 4 players might make day 2.
Yeah, right. Definitely day 2.
At the rate of this supervillain being just...
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
he
Lenny
gained
got-
the broadsword
He
for
got 2
free with
points
Hyman.
for free. Look at that. That's amazing. And with 2 power, it's just too good. It's just too good.
Tim's disgusted. Says, let me see what you just did. He's
He's
counting
like,
up
I
his
don't believe
equipment.
this.
He's
Am I
counting
gonna
his
lose?
equipment.
Am I gonna lose 2nd place and go to 3rd?
Yep.
Why Alex
Oh,
in
now
4th?
Ganthus. Watch
Oh,
this.
that's amazing.
Let's see these colors he picks up.
Let's see if he
There's a
actually
yellow.
attacks the right
There's a
person.
green. He's got yellow. He's got
Oh
green.
my
He's
gosh,
got
he
red.
wants nobody to have hands.
He's got silver or whatever that is. Oh, he's looking at all his equipment. He's
checking out
laying
what
it
silver
out.
he wants.
Seeing
I feel
what
like he might
silver
want
he
to hit that
wants.
broadsword though.
He might just get the broadsword immediately. Like,
Oh yeah,
why
definitely. I
not?
almost feel like that's why he picked it up, even though you know.
Yeah, like you gain it
I mean, because
first,
you could have got Crown of Atlantis.
and then you immediately put it in your hand and
Yes.
didn't just attack somebody.
I think Crown of Atlantis would have been a good one for him too, to be honest. But you know, that's that 2 VP over 1 VP. You know,
Oh, he got the powering. Maybe he wants the power.
interesting.
He got the Indigo Tribe. Plus power equal to the card you've already played. It's not horrible. Maybe he's trying to buy the supervillain.
Yeah, probably so. It looks like he might be getting there. He just played his blue.
Oh, he
Beetle,
played
too.
a Mystic Bolts and got even more cards.
That is amazing. No wonder he just chose on certain ones.
I think he got Mystic Bolts with Ganthut maybe because that's just hot, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Pick up the Mystic Bolts to pick up more cards. Lenny's showing a stack of cards there. So yeah, now he's going to play the... Yeah, so he was showing all the cards he got. And now he's going to Mystic Bolts back the rest of his good cards.
Oh yeah, look at that.
We don't know how much power he's got,
No
but it's going to be
idea.
a
I think
lot.
he's there though. I think he's almost there for the villain probably.
We don't know
There
how
we
much
go. Now
power
we're
he's
gonna
got.
see he's
We got
11.
12. Oh, it's
12?
on 11, I think.
I think it's 11.
12, 13, 14, 15, attack all you fools. What in the world has he got in his hand?
Oh,
A
he's
whole
at
bunch
16.
of gas.
He's at 16.
Cody's got a whole bunch of gas, and I think Alec discarded a kick, which is a bit unfortunate.
Who got the supervillains and which ones? Let's see. I think Tim got the first supervillain, which was
Tim got Control Freak.
Yep.
Who got Batman?
Oh, actually, you know what? Tim got Batman too, if I'm
Tim
correct.
got Batman, I think.
Yeah, I think he got both of them, guys. I think he does.
And I think Lenny's about to buy... Who else was in this game? I don't remember if this is the fourth supervillain
No,
or
this
just
is
the
Sea
third.
King still. I think this is still the third.
I think it's the third.
Because it was
No, which one gave him milled 4 cards?
oh, Aquaman. No, you're right.
Aquaman's in this
Aquaman was
game.
another one, yeah.
Maybe
so-
Lenny bought Aquaman earlier.
Okay, so maybe who
And-
bought?
Yeah, Lenny bought Aquaman. So I think Lenny has 2 and Tim has 2.
Yeah, so I think that's right. Yeah,
and
that's
this is the
correct.
final supervillain. These guys may not make it to day 2.
time too. I think I'm hearing.
Flip it or rip it.
Oh, he's telling the turn sequences. Oh, look at that! It's an
Owlman.
owl man. We're in time, yes sir.
That's time in the round. So these guys are gonna get wrecked by a supervillain.
Each player
with-
destroys the highest cost equipment in their hand and discard pile. This thing is ridiculous.
Wow.
It literally says, "Hey, you're getting equipment out of that hand, and you're gonna lose one in your
Lenny
discard
is
pile."
so glad he just shuffled.
Hey, what's with
Oh,
this
and he's
nightmare
got a
nurse? Why didn't that
defense.
come sooner? You know how good that would have been against Cody? He would have started losing his weaknesses, and somebody would have been gaining 2 VPs
Yeah.
every turn right now if that thing was at like 5 turns ago or sooner. This game would have had a big turnaround. He'd been very upset about it too because he wouldn't be able to get nothing out of it. Only the person who got to get rid of him. We're looking like we got 4 or 5. Oh no, that's that
Oh,
dark
dark
side. I forgot
side.
he got that.
I forgot he got that too.
So he's at 5, 6, 7, 8 right now, if I'm right. Isn't he 3 power or is he 4 power? I could be wrong. Maybe he's 4 power, but I thought he was 3. No, he's 5. I am
power.
so off. It is late.
And you get 3 more if he's beating up the super
I think he's
villain.
about to beat the villain because I think he's got it. Because if I'm right, he's
He got hit with the Psycho Pirate, so his hand could suck.
I'm sorry, no.
They
He's
said
at
it's only
4,
at
9.
10.
No, he's at 10, but he got this and that. Oh,
He
no.
bought out the kick stack. His hand was bad because he got
Yeah,
hit with the
that's
Psycho
true.
Pirate.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Poor
psycho
guy.
active. But I
I
feel
don't
like
rem-
he would have got there though if he would have lost them punches. I guess.
Time in round was called, and I don't remember who started. Potentially,
Alec. Alec was one.
Alec was player 1, so I think Alec just took his last turn.
Yeah, because it
Yep.
ended on Lenny, didn't
Because
it?
Lenny
yeah.
drafted first,
Yep.
so Alex started. I think that was Alex's last turn. If you guys got a count
Looking like Tim
on,
might be trying to. Oh my God, he did. He just beat
wow,
the villain.
Tim just beat the villain
Wow,
out
I
of
didn't
nowhere.
even realize it. It didn't even
8
show
minutes
nothing.
to go.
Well, wow, guys, that looks like that's about it. Looks like we're gonna have to start counting up and see what's going on.
These guys can't even make it to day 2. It's 8
Yeah,
minutes
they couldn't
to go.
give us 8 more minutes, man.
All
It
we
would've
needed
been
was 8 minutes.
We
and
could have
these
made a
4
good old
players
joke saying,
could
"Hey
have done
guys, you
day
made the
2.
day 2, but you just couldn't do it.
Yep.
You couldn't hold off. You were too lazy and tired."
Alex showing a stack of weaknesses.
He's got like 3
He
of
just
them.
kept getting them, and he could never get out from under them. I feel bad for the guy.
I just can't wait to see what Cody got with how many 2s he's got. Oh my gosh, it's just going to be crazy. We're just going to have to see about that and see what happens.
Cody, his T-Wing's probably worth anywhere near 10 VP. I would not be
I
surprised.
can almost feel like he's more than that. I think he's almost like 12.
Yeah. Lenny's utility belt should be 5.
Yeah, he picked up a lot of
He got a lot of
after
equipment
that.
at the end.
He definitely did, especially getting off that Jaime and getting the or whatever his name is.
Yep, Hyman.
Jaime and getting that extra 2 points. So he put himself with an extra 2 points off that because two points off of the break sword or broadsword was pretty good. So I was like, hey, 2 points with +1. I got 3 off of that for that utility belt. What do you know?
Alex showing a stack of superpowers, but not quite good enough to muster up anything
No,
this
definitely
game.
not. I mean, he's like at least 2 beat. Oh wow! Did you see his other card that was underneath Alan Scott? Is the destruction card? The
I didn't really
superpower.
notice
I can't
what it
remember the
was.
name of it. It's got the flash on it. So he got himself 2.
Oh, that's
VPs.
engulfing flames.
Yeah, that's it. Engulfing flames. That's correct.
Yeah, that's an engulfing flames.
My
These guys
brain's
are
not
counting
working
them
too
up.
well right now. So
I
late.
think. Okay, so Tim bought 3 supervillains. I think.
Yeah.
He's showing 2. He's only showing. Oh no, he has Batman back by his.
Yeah,
main
Batman's
character.
right behind it. He's just.
So Tim's got 3 supervillains. Tim probably pulled this out. Maybe Golden Glider has to be tier 7.
I don't know, man.
I don't know what to
yeah, I
do.
agree with that, but I don't know. I'm seeing Cody
Lenny's
with a
got
lot
a
of
bunch.
stuff going on. If he
Lenny's
got
got
rid
a
of-
bunch of points. I don't know what
Yeah,
to do.
but like I said, with Cody getting all those, if he got all of his weaknesses out of the way with all those 2 costs with that T-Wing and everything,
Yep.
and he was buying a lot of good cards. I mean, I could see him maybe getting at least first or second.
Look at
I think
Glider's
he might have
deck.
outbeated Lenny because I think Lenny got in there, but Lenny got in late. Yes. Where
Sorry, Benny.
Tim was just finally going nuts toward mid game like he should have been early game, especially when he could have been like hurting people so much faster.
Yep. These guys say they got some preliminary counts coming for us. Somebody read this sheet of paper for me and tell me what it says.
Yes, please do. I'm seeing a number. It looks like 30 something.
Could be 30 something, could be 90. It kind of looks like 97, but I'm guessing it's
No,
not.
I'm gonna
97.
say it's like 31 or 37 myself. That looks like a 7 or a 1.
We'll get you guys a final count on these here soon to figure out who's doing what.
Everybody's been posting up on the page.
Not really. It's anybody's game except Alex, I believe. Yep, it's anybody's game except Alex. Kick stack is gone. Supervillain stack is gone. What happened this game? We don't know.
Nobody knows, but we're gonna find out here in a few minutes. Rest in peace, right, Ninja Friend?
Yep. That was definitely a 5 as the second digit there, and maybe a 1.
Probably so.
It was either a 1 or a 2. It's hard. I'm trying to make out the motions of the number. The second number was definitely a 5, but I also don't know which player's in the second column.
I forgot, actually. We just
Somebody
had
with 2 main characters.
just had the picture. 2 main characters? Oh, that has to be...
Well, 2 people have 2. It's either Lenny or Alec. One of those 2 ends
That's
in a
Lenny.
5.
Lenny's the second one.
Glider's the one with only 1 main character, and then Cody's next to it. They're still counting
That's
Cody.
Alec, Lenny, Tim, and Cody, if I'm right.
I
from
think
what it
left
looks
to
like.
right is Alec, Lenny, Tim, Cody, but we can't read them anyway, so we'll get some actual numbers here for you guys soon.
Most definitely.
That was a... Oh, what no? Somebody tell me what number she wrote down.
If y'all saw it better
Somebody
than us,
that can
please
read
do.
handwriting.
Yeah.
Somebody that can read writing from across the room.
That'd be amazing if you could do that.
Yep. I know somebody on the stream can tell us. We're going to be excited to see this. I mean,
yeah,
I
definitely.
still don't know who won this.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty close. I mean, like I said, Cody was farming a lot. I don't even think he beat a villain, to be honest. I think that's all he wanted to do was just farm
Cody's
the board
never
and just
gonna
keep
beat a
going.
villain
Oh,
with
yeah,
that
no,
deck.
yeah. And Lenny was like, keep going, and then,
Cody's never going to beat a deck or a villain with
no,
that deck.
definitely not.
Unlocking the door for me. I was like, oh, that was so
That's the way to do it. Looks like the judges are out there still getting some
Yeah,
final
looking like
counts.
they're taking a good minute there just to count up all this crazy stuff that's going on.
Is that an 11-point T-wing?
Oh my gosh, did I almost get close to what I said?
Yep, we
Oh
said
yeah,
somewhere
I said
around 10.
I said 12. Yeah, I
Yep.
said 12. So we were both kind of right. It was in the
Yep,
middle for both
we
of us.
knew
so-
it was a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like if he wouldn't have destroyed, he's gonna look, he had excrement sticks and all that stuff too that got destroyed. Just think if he would have kept all those points there.
You think they're final?
I think
How'd
so.
it
All the
got
players agreed to
17?
them.
43? 31, 30, 17?
Lenny won. Wow.
The paper is reporting Lenny won with 43, Cody in second with 31. Tim defeated the last supervillain and ended up with 1 point short at 30, and Alec was 17. We'll get these typed in the chat for you guys.
Yep.
I need that prize out document again.
I'll get it for you. Lenny 43, Cody 31, Tim 30. So close, and he defeated the last supervillain. Alec on 17.
Wow, man, that was a pretty good game. Alec just didn't do too well with Alan Scott and Beast Boy like I thought he would. It was just
I'm
nuts.
gonna bring Lenny in here, and you can.
Yeah,
interview him.
definitely, yeah.
We're gonna get Lenny in here and get his thoughts on this.
All right, guys, we're gonna bring our winner in, which is Lenny with the 43 points. Try to ask him a couple questions, see what he was trying to do with this, and see if he was actually just trying to farm out a little more before getting the villain. So we're gonna bring him in here right now. Y'all know him as L Rock on Discord. Hey, welcome, Lenny, Mr. L Rock. How you doing? Congratulations with that 43-point victory.
Doing great.
Yeah, that's
I'd say I'm doing a
awesome,
little
man.
better than I was an hour ago.
How's it feel coming from Kentucky and winning this thing, man?
Dude, the crazy thing was I was so on the fence about being here just because of the work involved, the drive back, the everything.
Oh, I understand that.
Maybe not getting here on time because traffic could have just been complete garbage, whatever. But I mean, I got here and 14 points into the top 8 and second seed behind the man I'm talking to right now.
Yeah, definitely, man. It was.
I
it's
squeaked
awesome.
out in the top 8. And
Yeah, right. It was amazing.
took
So,
first.
so what was you think your reason for playing the Red Lantern besides maybe the dark side scenario? What made you just do that? Want to go off with that combo?
There's a couple reasons. One, since I drafted first, I wanted to see who could be on, who might try to take King Shark at 2.
Oh, yeah,
Someone kept on
definitely,
that. King Shark Killer Frost turns out to be very, very good against Darkseid because
very true.
he's just feeding them. And secondly, I think that team performs its best at the end of the play cycle because they're always going to have potential activations before they can do anything. Especially if Frost blows something up turn 1, but even in Darkseid's case, if he chooses to just buy destroy, I'm already way ahead.
All right, definitely.
Because I'm drawing
right.
2 cards.
Okay. So when did you think it was the time to beat the villains? I just noticed that like you guys were farming a lot before you even got to the first villain. I noticed. I feel like when like I was watching, we were looking at like the glider player. I think he had at least probably 2 opportunities to pretty much take the villain from what we noticed.
I actually didn't remember 2 of his, but I can definitely explain 2 of my situations.
Yes, please do. I would like to know that. That's why I was trying to say what made you just go into like start doing into
Well, there was one where I did, and there was one where I didn't.
Right.
Very early, I had the chance to buy Control Freak. I think I had. I don't remember how much I had. I had at least 12. It was like 12 or 13, so I
Right.
could have spent the 10 and bought him. But the lineup had a utility belt and another big equipment.
Yes, definitely.
And
We saw that.
I had 2 in hand, and I just figured, well, getting this and then getting another equipment later, which is bound to happen, is 7 points. Whereas Control Freak, despite being a better card than either of those, is 4 points. So I thought, well, I shouldn't be playing for the long game, but I think other players are going to push the Supervillain stack as quickly, or as I would like to try to, like Golden Glider, for example.
Yes.
So I just took those, and I figured 7 points is like a high-end Supervillain.
Yes, that's
So
very.
I
I saw that because to be honest, me and Mr. Green here was watching you, and he was like, yeah, I think he's gonna get that utility belt, but I was like, yeah, but he's playing Harley. I would think he'd probably want Miracle though. Miracle would have been really good for
Miracle
you, I think, too.
was one I considered as well. That
I
card's
felt like you were
amazing,
almost trying to
but
get to both of them, but you just couldn't get there,
Mm.
and I was like.
It would have
man.
been insane for Alec too.
I know, and I
Beast
was
Boy.
very
Like,
surprised.
Mr.
And that's
Miracle's
what
disgusting
threw
for
me
that deck.
off. I was like, I think he had the power before
he played
even
Time Sphere?
before his time sphere, and he should have picked the Miracle up. I think that would have put him in the game a little more better. What did you think of that?
Could be. I don't remember if he had the power though. So like, if the situation you're describing is correct, I 100% agree with you. But I honestly don't remember that
No,
game.
yeah.
Was such
I mean,
a
from
weird
what I
maze.
think we looked at, because me and him looked at it, we were like, I think he's got the power to get there, and then literally just, go off in the game because it was just like he could have probably seen it like every turn.
Just playing. The second situation
Yeah.
was when I bought my last Supervillain, which ended up being Sea King. I had gobs of power that turn. You saw.
No,
I
it was
had,
amazing. It was great.
I
Yeah,
actually
definitely.
neglected to play the Vicky Veil in my hand because I knew my top card was a Superboy.
Yeah.
Someone, Cody Zaz. That's right. That's how I knew that.
Your defense thing, yeah.
And I figured, well, the last Supervillain sucks. I want to have defense, and I'm going to have so much power that I'm just not going to play this draw spell. Like, I'd rather just have the defense in my hand
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and be
definitely. Makes
safe.
sense.
And, but knowing that, I figured, well, I have all this power, but the problem is, even though we have one more turn cycle, I would like for the game to try to end before it gets back to Cody because he has the best chance of, like, just gobbling up points and actively beating me. It didn't end up being fruitful. Like, I got to gain more points there, and then he sort of been behind. But I wasn't sure I was ahead because I as soon as I remembered he had that T-wing, I was like, oh my god, that thing's worth so
Oh no,
many
yeah, definitely.
points.
We were talking about that.
These
Like
were
we was
so many
like,
points.
and it almost felt like that Cody wasn't trying to go for that at first because we were like, okay, he's got this power going on. He's got this big power, and he was like, okay, he took that too, which makes sense. And we were like, okay, well now he just brought more power, so he's got to. Cody's just got to buy that T-wing if he wants to at least try to make it in second or so.
But even with all the power I had, that's why I bought that Supervillain. I
Okay.
wanted to try to end the game faster, and I wanted to see if it could end before he could get to his turn.
Cool.
So,
All right. Well,
just a meta call.
well, congratulations, Lenny. Appreciate you coming in here talking to me
Thank
for a
you.
few minutes.
It was
Good
great
games
meeting
today,
you and playing
definitely,
with you
man.
today, Huff.
Well, guys, this is pretty much the end for it. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed it. We're gonna try to get another one here. Hopefully, in a couple months here in Tennessee. Hopefully, maybe you could be able to get here. I think we're talking about working on another one somewhere. So keep your ears and eyes open for that, and we'll let y'all know. And y'all have a good night, and appreciate you coming to watch the Tennessee tournament. Have a good night.
back it up.
didn't turn off the